One's favorite draconic saber wolf on the internet, and this time we're doing something a little different. As you know, most of the times I do DSP or RTU or some of the other locales. We got a special one though. It's going to be commentationception here. We got the Kino Casino commenting on Your Movie Sucks, and I am going to be here with commenting on both Your Movie Sucks and the Kino Casino. So it's going to be a twofer. It's going to be a terrible twofer. Now, this one's going to be interesting. It's not my usual fare, and it's going to be kind of heavy on the furry. So if that's not for you, I appreciate you clicking in, and I'll see you on the next one. But this one's important to me. I feel like I want to comment on this one for a while, and I feel like I kind of got the chops now that we can do it, because it's a bigger audience that we're commenting on than I'm used to. So it should be interesting. But if you like what you see here, make sure you make like a werewolf and like and subscribe. And we're going to give the shout out to Kino Casino Clips. So this is from the Kino Casino. I think they mentioned who did the Your Movie Sucks documentary. I don't know who did that one, but hopefully it gets mentioned. So here we go. Everyone buckle in. It's going to be a long one. This is going to take a while, to the point where I even have it on 1/5 or 1.5 speeds, because otherwise this will take forever. So ready, and let us get going.
With VidCon in 2017,
No,
Andy?
I was with everyone.
Every single person at VidCon was mobbing Andy, trying to collaborate with him, get his autograph, suck his dick. At VidCon 2017, Worski was the center of the universe.
Literally.
And it really was. Andy really was in 2017 the center of the universe. And he knew every single person that's ever existed on YouTube. He was.
So me and him were cool. Then a few years later, we lost touch. I had AIM, all that stuff happened. Then I hear like rumblings that he's a furry, and I thought it was, there's no way this is true. Well, I got sent this by Psycho a few days ago, and dear Lord, folks, are you ready for this?
Are you ready?
Here, Tone goes, he went full lip. We wish.
Welcome back to Idiot Influencers.
Wow,
Today we'll be covering a beloved movie reviewer here on YouTube.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
No, stop.
Already, this documentary is trash. Welcome to Idiot Influencer. Oh, you put a lot of thought into that one, Abe.
Calm down.
They're idiots.
Oh, okay, hold on. It's a little too fast. I'm going to bump it down to 1. It's mostly for the guy who did the documentary. He like that little bit. It's like Idiot Influencer. Like it was very, very fast. So we're going to bump it down to 1. So it's going to be a very long one. But you know, we got our start here. So this is Your Movie Sucks. YMS. They are a furry, and the Kino Casino are not. So it's one of the reasons why I really want to comment on this is because we get to see like a non-furry perspective, and then I could put my furry perspective on the furry, which they're not great representatives of the furry fandom. I'll leave it at that. Let's just keep going, because like I said,
then he's got the influencer voice, the documentarian voice.
No, this is a really well done
least
video.
it's-
This is a real
At
done
least
video.
he doesn't have a British accent, folks.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right?
Exactly.
This is a, by the way, this is
poor Vera.
what's his name? Hang on. So we're going to be after
People are knowing by
Rob's-
name. It's Rob. Rob is good.
Media.
To be fair, I've never watched any Rob videos until I watched the 2 minutes of this today.
He's joking.
I'm just clowning, buddy. We love you, Rob.
No, this is actually Rob's media. Yes. There we go.
Rob's media. Okay.
YouTube named
He's
Adam
awesome.
Johnston, aka Your Movie Sucks. I used to be a fan of YMS up until a few years ago.
You know, I used
Okay, now it seems to be too slow. You know what? I'm going to put it on 1.25. We're just going to put it on 1.25 and see if that, because now it seems like they're almost like sluggish. Like let's try that.
to watch
suspect.
him and what's his face? Ralph the movie maker. Do you remember Ralph the
Oh
movie maker?
man, is he still around?
Yeah, no, he's gone. I don't know why he quit. He was doing so well, but I got into this whole like movie stink genre when back in the day.
I remember him. I remember him always being recommended and featured when you would search for movie reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I never watched his stuff. I was always more of that guy with the glasses, Chad.
Okay.
You know.
Well, to be fair, I've also never watched Your Movie Sucks. So my first exposure to Your Movie Sucks was actually this clip, which yeah, it's not great. Zergan says, "What the fuck is this? AM radio?" It's a very unique style that they do. I actually think it's fun. Like I said, they do a lot of like DSP stuff, and that is where I kind of like really found this whole thing. And when I was going through the clips and I saw this, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go, and stuff like that. And I did actually see a bit of it live too. So I really want to. That's one of the reasons I want to really comment on too. Knight says, "Puppy attacked by someone, not me, Sir Zern or Seraphim. Let me at him. Let me at him. Hold on. I don't think they knew Vera. I don't think they know of our puppy."
All
Or
right.
spill.com, Chad.
Bill, do you
Unlike
still
the
watch-
Verge.
They do like to meander a lot. So just, yeah, there's a reason why this is an hour and 21 minutes.
Bill?
Your movie suck. Spill.com.
It's toasted now.
No, it's not double toasted. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just it's Corey and Leon.
Corey's
It's just the two black guys and all the double toasted. It's what?
Oh shit! I didn't even realize that. Yo, fucking Corey, I like him sometimes, but he's a woke, isn't he?
He lives in Austin, Texas, and he's black. So I don't know what you really expected from him. What's his name? Carlisle.
I probably should have also prefaced this. They are very edgy. It's going to be an edgy one. I'm not going to comment on any of that stuff. I'm mostly here for the furry. So if you hear like them say stuff and I just pass it by, I'm just here for the furry stuff. Just so we go. But you know, what can we really expect? Can we really blame them? They are, after all, Canadian. Oh man, like just kidding. I'm just kidding. I appreciate Canadians. It's fine. It's just a funny joke.
From that, ended up writing the Insidious movies. You
Potsky,
remember
yeah.
that?
Really?
Yeah, that's why he
Carlisle?
left the show back then, because he ended up getting a credit on Insidious
Yeah.
for, I think, the screenplay. And then Cyrus, I think, ate himself to death.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
Blonde
he
guy,
had too many-
right?
Yeah, the white fat one. Many
Yeah.
such cases.
They used to, back in like this old YouTube, they used to animate their videos, which was like a very
Yes.
retarded.
It was unheard of.
It was like crazy. Like the amount of effort per review, like before all the tools were like easy access. God
Yeah.
damn.
And it's all lost media now. All of it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, because it was owned by some corporation or something.
Like I said, they meander a lot. I think they do get to it. I didn't realize I would have edited this, but I don't care. So I don't care that much. But yeah, he is known as Plotsky. So, and then of course I started doing this and I started pausing a lot. It's like, oh shit, like I gotta dial it back.
Thing like that. They had some deal with them, and they just pulled all the episodes one day, and they're all gone. It's sad.
Anyway, so he came up with those guys too. So
And recently, I've decided to look into his now forgotten controversies. In
Okay,
Twisted,
pause.
Adam truly sees
I'm gonna be real. Any grown man that was wearing a Lion King shirt, already, that's a massive red flag that he's probably either a furry or a pedophile.
no Jesus.
Straight up.
Oh my God.
seems to be. I'm not really going to be focusing on his movie.
I don't know about the latter, but if you're into Lion King, it's very possible. I did enjoy Lion King as well. I'm a furry. Are they mutually exclusive? No, but if you like Lion King, they might be right about that first one at the very least. Second one, oh boy.
Movie reviews themselves, as many of those controversies are small and overall insignificant. Though a few were funny to me, like when he negatively reviewed the film Prince of Egypt because he's
What?
a hardcore Reddit atheist who hates all things Christianity.
Oh my
There's also
God.
drama.
He badly reviewed it because
It's a great movie. It's brilliant. The Prince of Egypt? What a fucking plebeian, buddy.
Involving him and his former roommate and
Sounds
editor Mark.
anti-Semitic
this
to me.
is this is
Doesn't
nothing.
like Moses?
Oh man.
Mark kept making
I like the Prince of Egypt. I thought it was a really good movie. I also like the little trivia that they were working on Prince of Egypt and Shrek. And if you did something, they actually thought the Prince of Egypt was going to be the big like box seller, blockbuster. So like if you did something wrong in Prince of Egypt, you got Shrek'd, as they said, and then you had to move over to Shrek. And nowadays Shrek has like 18,000 fucking sequels and whatnot and all that good stuff. Although to be fair, it would be kind of hard to make a sequel to Prince of Egypt. So I thought it was pretty good. I thought Prince of Egypt was pretty good. Would I watch it again? No, but for what it was.
excuses for why he couldn't get work done, leading to Adam having mental breakdowns over the stress of it all.
What
Around
the fuck is this?
2017,
Bring that back. What was that giant wall of text? If he took a break because of stress, that would have been fine. Dozens of times he's just decided to stop working for for several weeks. This is crazy, dude. He's wrote a whole fucking essay about how his co-host is lazy. Like, we get it. Like, you guys wouldn't be influencers if you weren't lazy fucks to begin with.
Leading to Adam having mental breakdowns over the stress
He does sound like a Kit Boga. Rob, doesn't
Yes.
he? He sounds like Kit Boga.
of
Oh
it
my
all.
God.
Around 2017, he became more open about the fact that he's a furry, or a
Is this
No.
Kit Boga? Like a secret channel he has? Like this is the same guy.
Again, meandering. Ruckus says, because Prince of Egypt was drawn animation, Shrek was early CGI, so they thought Shrek was going to be a disaster. Yeah, here I am calling them meandering. We're talking about fucking Shrek. Whoopsies. All right, let's keep going. We're finally getting to it. We're finally getting to it.
as he likes to call it.
I can't really call this common knowledge, but anyway,
It should
I'm
be.
not joking. I'm a gigantic fur fan. I go to the
Everyone still thought here he was joking.
Well, you would, because any person who would actually say this to you is probably kidding, you'd hope, right?
Yes.
But, you know, this is like in the naive and childish time when we didn't realize that there really were people like this, or we thought that they were just like a tiny fringe of non-existence and there wasn't actually millions of people like this that were all fucked in the head,
Yeah.
and that what they like to do is rub it in your face and just openly tell you about it because they're sick fucking freaks. We thought that most people like this would hide it, would be shameful about it, and so anyone who would tell you this must have been joking.
Hey, shout out furries. We're going mainstream and no one can stop us. Although I really don't want to. But like this is part of like what I wanted to comment on. Where it's like, yeah, we were a small niche group. I don't know when this year Movie Sucks came out or whatever, but like especially after the CSI episode, which if you want to know what episode I'm talking about, just type in CSI that episode and you'll find it. But yeah, we were a fringe group for quite some time. You know, we were really just kind of, you know, chilling and weren't, you know, before the advent of the internet, of like really getting mainstream and stuff like that and becoming interconnected, you know, but we were still out there. What was the first furry convention? Was like 2000, I think, 1999. I'm not a good furry historian. I don't know too much about the lore, but you know, and as it is, but I do agree with there is one thing that I did say. It's like, this is where we get the normie divide. It's because the ones they're exposed to are the ones that kind of, as he said, shove it in people's faces. Whereas most of us either we're just kind of chill about it or, you know, whatever. I'm not a great example because my whole brand's my whole thing. But, you know, most furries are just kind of in the background. We're just chilling. We're just having our own good time. So, it's 2016. Okay, so yeah, no, by that point we were popping off. So that's not a thing. But and yeah, Canada has 2 cons, and they're both pretty big from I know. They have 2 cons in Canada and probably dozens more around the world, especially in the US. So yeah, no, by 2016 we were finally emerging into the mainstream a little more. You know, up until that point we were kind of in the shadows, in the darkness. You know, no one really cared about us, which was what we preferred because we would get these kinds of reactions like from PPP. Zern goes, "What? A filthy furry? I'm out of here, loser." Right? But like, I remember when there was the big incident at Midwest Fur Fest, the chlorine gas attack, where, you know, and it was on the Yahoo. By the way, a lot of furries got outed on that particular one. But like, I would read the articles, and this was Yahoo News, and a lot of them were yiffing hell for fags like that. And that was in 2013, 2014. So, like, yeah, there's a reason why we normally didn't, like, talk much about it. And then only recently has it kind of become more accepted. Most people don't give a shit. And that's why. So, little preamble there. This video is going to be, like, 3 hours long, dudes. Like, so we're going to be here until fucking midnight.
But it was sadly not the case.
conventions.
So is
I
Andrew.
masturbate
Come on,
to
brothers.
furry.
Ashton's
No!
face. Ashton's face. You're like, this is shit people hide. Like, what the fuck?
He's masturbating to furry, buddy. What even is that?
All right, that is pretty wild and for even a furry to say. But again, more people coming out and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Zerm, the Joe and Mika show or whatever on NBC, they covered that, and one of them started laughing, even though it was kind of a serious incident. Like, I don't know if you really should be laughing at it. What you should be laughing about is the fact that when the hotel got evacuated during that time, we all had to move to the nearby convention center, which was holding the Westminster Dog Show. That is fucking hilarious. The incident itself, not so much. I know because I was there. That was actually one of my first cons, weirdly enough.
Or whatever.
Okay.
And so just the fact that
Really?
I can't even get a boat without thinking of half animal, half human cartoon, that's pretty fucking weird on its own. So
To the wall, to the wood chipper. That's it. Sorry, no, we're not tolerating it. No, it's over. That's all I needed to see. As soon as I heard that, I closed this video. I said, this is a segment on the show. I hate this guy. I hope he suffers. I hope he loses everything. He belongs in prison. Buddy, if you're saying you can't get fucking hard unless there's an animal penis present,
Ash,
it's over for you.
I mean, that's pretty rough if you can't do it that way. Rocket says to the wall, right? I do love also the dichotomy between these two. Andy, which is the top one, Andy Worski, he's just having a grand old time. He's just laughing it up, and then PPP actually does seem like a little like off on it. Like, I feel like it's kind of, one of them actually has been exposed to this before, and I'm pretty sure it was not PPP. Zern asked, did any Anthros win the blue ribbon? No. If I was in fursuit attempt, totally would have. Rocket says, I enjoy a little furry porn now and then, but that's felt it. Well, and that's the thing, like, and that's what I want to also, like, I agree on that aspect as well. Don't, like, if you enjoy, like, I enjoy it, like, and, you know, a lot of furries do, but don't be saying that stuff out loud, like, unless it's like a furry show or something like that, because then you get this response, you know, unless you're willing to roll with it. But like, most people don't. That would be like someone, and I'm going to give a context here, is imagine if like some random person's like, yeah, I like insert weird, like, I like feet are really, like, I can't get erect unless I see pictures of feet. That's fucking weird. Like, I don't know why you told me that. Who starts a conversation like that? It's the same thing. Like, just keep it like that's for like friends and people that you know shoot the shit with, man. That's not it, dude. Right? Yeah, Ruckus says you couldn't waterboard that out of me, right? Now I'm a little more open about it, but that's because that's my job too. Like, I write furry porn, you know, that, and I'm sure I'm going to get dunked on for that, but I don't care because that's what I do. But I still, even with that, I don't advertise it in the normie sphere. I just don't. It's because I know there are boundaries, and I will get responses like this one. Yeah, Knight says very close friends you trust or artist writers you're commissioning. That should be it. You know, and I wouldn't expect like to spill any information about my clients to anyone like that. But this guy's just out and out saying it. Zern says blue ribbon for derpiest. I would be the derpiest. I'd be the best derpiest. All right, let's keep going.
Compared to what happened.
I mean,
Is this a joke or are you?
it's not a
Oh,
joke.
He said
Nope.
Did
Did we-
his name? I forgot his name.
This isn't a joke, is it?
This is the
Hold on. Can anyone hear that? I am. Did they do it without the audio?
guy who made fun of Ralph back in the day on Charlie's show. What was his name again? Chat. What was his name? Someone will know. Someone will know.
I know that
Huh.
my sarcastic
Oh, Kaya.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
voice sounds exactly like my serious voice. When I say I'm a fur
I
fan,
like how moist critical Charlie is completely silencing on this.
Well, it's probably a wise choice. Like, most of the time with Charlie, he's gonna ride that fence post, even if it is an animal. So
I'm not even just referencing the joke of what.
How do you not end this podcast with your pals and go, this one's in
you're
the
not
trash,
my
right?
pal anymore. You know, you
This
just
one-
like
do we delete
you
this
just
one?
stop the recording and you pull them aside. Hey, you probably shouldn't say you get turned on by animal. You know, we're gonna just pretend we never heard that.
It's like, sir, this is a friendly Christian Minecraft podcast. Do not bring your furry shit into that. You know, again, it's all context. Who knows what this podcast was about or why he's saying this? If it was just brought up unprompted, then yeah, YMS is at fault here. Although, as we'll learn later on, this is literally the least of our concerns when it comes to this dude. Zern says, if you need to get erect, you're probably a bottom. To embrace the blindfold imagination. And Rekka says, they say some crazy shit sometimes, so they might cut audio when they get wild. Oh, all right, so we know they're wildin'.
What people call furries. I mean, like, I'm super f***ing gay too.
Oh,
and I know my voice.
then.
He's
Yeah,
gay!
well, I don't even know what
He's
SWAT Cats was.
gay!
Oh, please leave.
Adam claims he's sexually attracted to male furries, and
Guys, we're never being the gay allegations. We're apparently, like, normally think we're, like, all gay. It's like, and then they hear this shit, it's like, oh, that's probably why.
has a history of going
No!
to furry conventions. In
No!
fact, his iconic profile
Yep,
picture is a
that's
cropped
what
image
furries
of him
do.
next to.
What the f***? Is that a fox sucking a...
This was taken at Rainforest 2012.
What
Oh,
does the
Rainforest.
fox suck?
You've most likely seen this internet.
No, not Rainforest. Oh, imagine if that's your first exposure to furry. I can totally understand. I can understand a lot if it was fucking Rainforest. That was such a bad con. That was. I wasn't there, but I've heard things, and it's crazy. Zern says not all gay, just mostly gay. Yeah, they're like 80% gay. It's like we're not all gay. You know, I'm happen to be pansexual. You know? I love cookware. No, just kidding. But
Historian video
Dirty
first became infamous after his
Not
2015
rain.
convention.
yeah, goddamn
No,
Rainforest
buddy,
is right.
Like, the thing is, I would see these like sort of things on Encyclopedia Dramatica back in the day. And like you wouldn't actually register that this was real. Like that there was actually like a real hotel room where people really dressed up in these costumes and really shot themselves and really fucked in these suits. It was just like, oh, it's a funny internet shit, But this really took place.
Yeah, Rainforest was not the best foot forward when that was kind of the era of discoverability for the furry fandom. It's when we were starting to finally kind of like get into like the mainstream type of stuff, and fucking Rainforest happened, and even furries hate what happened at Rainforest. Like that, like even we are like, nah, man, they went like that was a step way too far. Most furries say that. Zern says it's a plague on our fandom. It really is. That, the CSI episode, and a couple other things, which I won't go into. I don't know if they'll get brought up here, but Nice says I'm not allowed to boost puns anymore. I beg to differ.
Due to the degeneracy of all the attendees, multiple sexual assaults were reported.
I'm not surprised.
Which, by the way, most cons, the hotel staff and all that, they love furries. They actually they prefer furry cons over most other types of conventions that get hosted there. It's as someone who's in the inside track on a lot of that stuff, we get a lot of compliments. But this is not one of those conventions. This is not one of them. Rainforest is a pox. It's bad.
Somebody's feeding booze to these animals. It's like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the scene with the lizards at the bars. Holy God, man, someone's actually serving booze to these animals? Like, they're actually giving these sick freaks alcohol so that they can more easily ply their degeneracy. Like, what's going on?
It's Fur and Loathing.
Good. Well, shit. He said the name of the episode and he didn't even realize it. The CSI episode's Fur and Loathing in Las Vegas. Also, we handle our own alcohol. Thank you very much. And we do drink a lot. It's a lot of drinking. But, we have fun.
Furries were illegally hotboxing in their rooms. A flood was started due to
What?
someone loosening a toilet's bolts.
They get into that,
2,000 nitrous oxide canisters.
What happened? What? There's 17 nitrous oxide. No, buddy. What do they need? 2,000 cans of nitrous oxide.
Empty.
There
in the
was
stairs.
a flood. There's a flood because somebody got railed into the toilet seat so hard that they dislodged it. That's crazy.
Were found in the stairwell, and used diapers were being left on people's.
Okay, Ash, look.
What do you mean? There's bags and bags of used diapers.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Such a pox. It was such a bad
And
thing.
you gotta ask yourself, has there ever been such degeneracy at any other point in human history, like Weimar Republic, ancient Rome, Babylon? Has man ever strayed so far from God's light as they did at this furry convention? Look at this shit.
I mean, maybe.
This is buddy, you just gotta think, the last time this sort of shit was happening, we got Hitler. What are we gonna get this time, buddy? What are we gonna get this time, buddy? This isn't good. I'm fearing, pal.
Zern says hotboxing is not unique to furry, definitely cheap. There is stuff. Again, it's a lot of like generalizations, and we're watching a very normie, especially from PPP. Like we're watching a very normie take on such things, and so and again, this is what a lot of people in like the general public, this was like their first exposure, like their first like big exposure, because I believe this happened before Midwest Fur Fest, the chlorine. So like a lot of people like this is their first taste of the furry fandom, and yeah, it's not a good step forward. They're saying yeah at a fucking hockey game, and again we can't, again they're Canadian, what, we can't really hold them to too high a standard.
People's cars.
Apologies to Canadians again. I'm just playing.
Imagine.
We're gonna get super mecha Hitler. Listen, buddy, if I fucking go out to your fucking car and there's a used dirty diaper on your fucking dash,
Sapsuckers.
what are you
That's a
gonna
good one.
do?
I'd get so
Like, I
mad.
don't. What do you fucking do, buddy? That's why you have to keep the emergency hockey stick in your car at all times to fucking slap shot it off. But you'd be worried you hit it too hard, the fucking bag's gonna explode, and there's gonna be a poop backsplash.
Oh.
Or you hook it. Do you hook it under the loop and then try and take it off?
No, Ash, St. A's in chat says he would drive away and hope it fell off with the wind.
But, buddy, that's a risky game, because if it blows into your windshield at high speed, it could explode and splatter the windshield with adult human feces.
Oh god.
And like, this is crazy, dude. You'd have to imagine that it was like some like parent, some mother that was like super stressed and lost her mind and
I'm
left
going
it
to
there,
finish up the.
or you know,
They talk
some
about
like dog
diapers a lot.
owner that like scoop and pooped, but it's like a diaper, so you wouldn't even think that.
Well, it
like,
was a dog owner, but he owned a dog.
Heyo.
bruh.
I appreciate that one, Horsey. That's you know, because they're dogs, because they're furries. They have collars. Which, by the way, if you ever wonder where I got that, it's from these guys. Record says, to be fair, I don't think it's a few bad apples. There's a lot of problems in the community. Well, and yeah, and there's a few problems in all communities. And this con, man. This con is just the fucking extrapolation of every, like, bad habit that a lot of, like, you know, furries had. And again, we've evolved too with the times and stuff like that. And, you know, we do have issues. And that's part of the reason why I want to do stuff like this, because we see the normie take, and then we are like, oh, this is what the optics are of the fandom, you know? Because they don't get to see all the good stuff we do, or it doesn't get reported on. It's not all the money we raise for charity, or all the, you know, people that we help, and all the good stuff, like all the jobs that we do which helps the world and things like that. It's poop, you know, it's dirty diapers thrown out of a convention, you know, it's the bad, it's this guy, your movie sucks. So Zern says the fandom goes through cycles about every decade or so. We get rid of a lot of troublemakers. We do it. You know, we are self-regulating, and we have to keep self-regulating, just like any community. Every community has to self-regulate to keep out, you know, like people like for that they did in the rainforest, you know.
Adam went to Rainforest 2015, claiming
And
that
it's
none of that
baking
actually.
in the sun. Like, it's like hot outside, and
Rainforest
it's like the
2015.
smell is like wafting
So it's
throughout
after
the fucking parking
MFF.
lot. It's like sizzling like an egg on the hood of your car.
That's disgusting.
happened. He quickly corrects himself by saying it did happen, but it was all
think-
done by a small
listen.
minority of
What you'd think in 2025, you'd be like, was the quartering here? That's what you'd think now. Everybody be like, oh, this makes sense. Jeremy of the quartering was here.
people.
What people don't realize is that like a lot of the shit that people think the convention got banned for is not
The
what
shit?
it actually got banned for. Half of
I think
the
they got banned for the actual shit, my friend.
shit that appeared online, the like, ooh, people were leaving diapers in the stairwells and diapers on cars and shit, like that didn't actually happen, and it was just one
It's
guy.
insane.
You
That was
can
not a
trace-
thing.
It was literally, you can trace
Okay.
it back to
We saw
Hold on, it was
pictures.
one guy. One guy filled all 3 bags with those diapers.
Yeah, man, and again, this is the least of our concerns, but yeah, we have to be accountable for our fandom. You know, that's Rain. Like I said, Rainforest was a pox on all our houses, and to try and be like, no, man, it was just a few. No, like it was a lot of bad actors. There was a lot of bad ones, and like Tail said, most cons that that is not even remotely acceptable. And Rainforest actually did cause a lot of other cons to tighten up their rules and regulations. Not that they had those kinds of problems, but they want to make sure they did not end up like that. What that fucking con was. Oh, do we have an auto mod take? Sorry, Ruckus. Sorry about that. I don't have control over a lot of the stuff that does. So it might also be I do have certain words in there, not realizing I would cover this in the future. But yeah, like so it to try and knight for the con or to sim for the con, that was a bad con. We most furries admit that was a bad con.
I'm saying
That's quartering with off his Imodium. I don't even think he could poop that many diapers. He must have been on laxatives and taking a fucking BM every 15 to 30 minutes. They fucking loaded quartering up with Taco Bell and laxatives and just had him fucking shit for days. You're telling me that one fur person over the course of 3 days at this convention filled all of those bags with diapers? I don't believe it, bro. I'm pressing X to doubt.
Maybe he was collecting it.
I think this is a widespread issue. I think.
One Twitter account?
Either way,
Well, it's not a widespread issue. In fact, other than Rainforest, you don't hear about this really, and especially after Rainforest, you don't hear about that in any other cons. That was very much a weird kind of. I mean, it's not that the diaper thing doesn't happen, but like what they were doing with them and all that stuff. And again, as I mentioned, it's you do that shit in any other con, you're gonna get your fucking ass kicked out. So, and most furries, even if they do that stuff, they keep on the DL. They don't go on public, and that's kind of the important thing. Ruckus says, I think it was the owner of Fur Affinity or DeviantArt refused to ban the zoo file and started banning anyone who criticized the zoo file for having sex with their dog. Damn. I think I remember hearing something about that. Like it got resolved eventually, but yeah, you can't be like I've put this out before and I will put this out again. I like anything that deals with zoophilia, bestiality, pedophilia, you can fuck right off into a wood chipper. And we will hear that later on, and I am going to agree with some of the stuff they say about this, but like that is not permitted in the fan. It's just not. You can't. Harkness test. You gotta abide by that stuff, and not only from a legal standpoint, but from a moral standpoint. They can't consent. There's no ability to do so, and it's really quite sickening. So if like you're thinking that this furry is going to totally like take, no, I'm not. I'm going to spoil it for you right now. That's not why that's going to happen. And in fact, why this video is being created partially, it's because we don't tolerate that shit. And I want to make sure that is known to all far and wide.
all future Rainforest conventions were canceled due to these incidents.
Yeah, they
In
were.
2022,
There it
average-
is. There's his first
What
one.
is that pantsuit?
That's Adam's fucking persona.
Stop. That's actually not his
Yeah,
persona.
That is
No,
Adam.
you're kidding.
Nick, that is true. They do bring it up later, but I think it's much later, the Harkness test. So for those who are uninitiated to the Harkness test is for fictional creatures, but it can also be used in real life too, because it's quite good. And there's 3 rules to the Harkness test. It's based off the character from Doctor Who is one of the best represented pansexuals that I've seen in a while. But the Harkness test is, if referring to any sort of thing, you can only have sex with it if A, it has the mental acuity to consent and to withdraw consent. The second one is it has the ability to communicate consent and the withdrawal of consent. And the third thing is of the sexual maturity for its species. Now, these are for fictional creatures, but I mean, it applies really well. You can't fuck a dog, you can't fuck a child, you can't fuck, because they fail the Harkness test just empirically. So, I'll probably mention the Harkness test 1 or 2 more times, but that is a real, like, a bare benchmark for what should be acceptable, you know? And as Zergan says, we do need to be stronger on that front. I do think we let some poppy furs, as they say, that mention that stuff, or it's kind of the same for like lollies in the anime community. Like, really, that should not be permitted or accepted anywhere. But we do need to, and again, that's one reason why I want to make something like this. It's to kind of show a united front, even with the normies, even with these guys, even though they're Canadian. That's the last time I'll mention. I'm sorry. That's the last time I'll say that joke. All right.
No, you're kidding. He dresses like that. So
Yeah.
he's a trans furry.
Yeah.
No, and
That could be a femboy
and
skirt.
his suit's entirely made out of felt. There's not.
Probably not. That'd be super hot.
Listen, there's nothing we can do to this guy that he hasn't already done to himself.
I know.
What are we doing?
Wait, is that?
He felt
Oh,
that.
that's. Oh, it's the Jane Silent Bob one.
Well,
He should be put in jail for that. He should, buddy. Like, what is? What the?
Typical normie
A
Reddit.
feminine horse. Vosh is popping an insane right now.
Yeah,
He posts a
right.
series of
That's
photos in
sharp.
a suit.
Good one. You know what? Rob's winning me over. Bro, what is this? Whoa!
Wait. What did
buddy.
he say?
A horse.
No.
Vosh is popping an insane right now. He posts a series of photos in a suit, along with porn where he's having sex with big
it's
black
like-
bulls. Obviously,
Like, he actually gets fucked by big black bulls. Like, it's not just like an
I don't
iDubbbz
know.
thing. Like,
Jack, could you?
okay, I gotta ask. Somebody in chat goes, I actually used to watch this guy's videos. Can you imagine if you grew up being a fan of this guy and you thought he was really cool and you really liked his reviews, and then just one day you stumble upon him dressed in the horse outfit?
you're not going to show any of this.
For some
what
people,
I will
that
show you
may
is his
have them
infamous
go up
tweet
in
from
their
April
estimations.
2018. It reads, "To all of the people out there that think illustrated and or fictional depicting illegal activity should be illegal."
Oh no! Oh, no, buddy!
Oh, the
His
reaction's
Twitter
getting me.
handle is really accurate, though. He's too gay to lift. He's gay! He doesn't even lift!
Buddy, what are we doing here?
It was there all along, though. Your Twitter handle is too gay to lift. You're wearing a Scar t-shirt in your 30s? Right.
Why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder?
Because
It's different than murder than fucking kids. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Someone.
Okay, so there. I don't know if they're going to get this into the context here, but I will. It's. I believe that he's talking about bestiality in this one. So yeah, like there is a difference, and again, I'm agreeing with these two guys on that one. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same because there's intent in that particular instant. Like, if you watch a movie and a guy gets killed, you're like, oh wow, that guy got killed. If you're looking at that kind of stuff, there's a different intention behind it, and it's the intent that is the linchpin of the whole situation. So you shouldn't, like, definitely no, don't fucking no, just fuck no. You don't do that. And it's the same thing for the lolly argument. It's like, well, they're just drawn characters. It's like, but the intention is there. It's like the Cuties movie, they're just depicting, like, yeah, but like they're children and they're doing really lewd things. And there's the intention, man. Not good. It's not good. They're saying definitely bottom energy. I'm going to agree with that on this one.
Said Vosh talking points. I thought he said valid talking point. I was about to ban him. Okay, he said okay, good. All right.
I don't see how.
Ash, what did I say? We're 3 minutes in. Did I not tell you this gets worse?
oh, well, it's not going to get any worse than this.
It does.
It does.
What do you mean?
It's
it's
purposely
bad.
vague, but it's clear to me and many others that this is a defense of
Touchdown,
Lolicon and
Vikings!
Shoutout.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, this was
If you don't
Lolicon.
know
I
what
thought he was
that
talking
is,
about
Yeah,
bestiality.
sexual
tell.
drawings of children. If this sounds like
Oh,
a reach, a lot
great.
of the top comments are making defenses of this stuff, and it becomes clear once it.
But don't worry, in case you think
I thought it was on the bestiality front. I mean, it's still bad. It's still the same argument. It's just against lollies, which are also wood chipperable.
he's taking it out of context, Get ready for this
You know-
one, bud.
Always felt, he goes, does PvP not know of Mr. Hands? Does that guy horses?
Never seen Mr. Hands?
No,
I don't know what they're talking about.
no.
There will be some inside
That was
jokes,
against-
obviously. Like,
that was,
we're not going to get them.
Not
but
around your time. That was like year one
Yeah,
of YouTube.
old ski.
Where everyone reacted to it and like two girls, one cup. It was in that era.
Maybe I have seen it. What is it?
All right.
Should we react to it live now?
A guy gets f***ing by a horse and dies.
Oh, shit.
It was on YouTube?
No, people reacted to it. It was like a trend. Remember one guy, one
What?
jar?
Was
One
it
guy,
trend?
one
Yeah,
guy,
it was a
one
trend.
jar.
I
two
do,
girls, one cup.
I do remember one guy, one jar, and two girls, one cup. But I never.
Yeah, the internet was kind of wilding back then. I mean, it still is now, but like, yeah, I remember those things too. I remember those being things. It's like, it's crazy. All lost media.
I've heard of Mr. I've never seen Mr. Hands.
Yep.
Oh, there is on the
And
news.
then
Oh.
The
story-
Pain Olympics, yeah, Pain Olympics.
Additional context is added.
Blue
Only a few
waffle.
days earlier, a massive
Was
drone.
that
live
real?
react right
Was that
now.
Pain Olympics thing real? Was that real? It had to be fake, right?
It was real,
There's
buddy.
no way. I don't believe it.
It
I
was
do not
real,
believe
buddy.
it.
I never heard that.
erupted on Furry Twitter.
How many subs for us to react to Mr. Hands?
We can't. Isn't
No,
it
no.
illegal?
We just block our faces.
Unfortunately, Zurin, I think that has happened more than one occasion where some dude either got caught banging horses or died banging, or like, there's probably multiple instances.
Here, well, guys, 100 subs, and we'll react to it right now. Oh, it's horrible! You don't even fucking pull it up. Oh my god, no! Oh, dude, it's so bad.
Due to someone named Tacklebox being exposed for allegedly enjoying
Tackle
cub
box?
puns.
No, what the fuck?
Most to someone
There's a
named
guy named Tackle Box. He's getting his box tackled. He's baiting people with his rod. He's dressed up from the tackle box. I don't know, but he's jerking it to fucking cubs. See, this is what's crazy is that like furries accept this shit. Like,
We absolutely do not. And then again, there's one of the big ones. Like, we absolutely fucking don't. You know, most furries are vehemently, like almost all, I would say, furries are very vehemently against that sort of thing. You know, it's not, especially in like, you know, that sort, like it's just bad. Zern says, just use toys, you idiots. And it's like, yeah, right. If you really need to, like, fucking, they're out there, man. Don't be. Oh my god. And they. No, you know, I remember. I think there was one where it was like he didn't even like. He wasn't even a furry. He just wanted to like do it just as a prank or something. I don't even remember. Record says, well, maybe almost all are, but some are. Some of the most important ones aren't vehemently against it, though. Well, and that's the whole poppy fur aspect, or the whole, like, oh, we'll let it slide because we like their art. It's like, no, you don't let that slide. Like, if we're gonna be self-regulating fandom, which we are, but, like, we have to make sure that that kind of shit is taken out immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts. Doesn't matter how popular they are. Doesn't matter how good they are as an artist. If we see that shit, we call out that shit, you know? And with proof, too, because it would be, like, there's a lot of false claims nowadays on Twitter for, like, a lot of stuff. But, like, if there's proof of it, if we see it, it's automatic shun. Like, 100%. Into the wood chipper with the... Zura says it's decreasing, thankfully. Still too much cup shit. Yeah, very much. Rekka says it's allowed on E6 and Furry. Really? Like, they're not... No. No. They're... That's crazy. I didn't, like... I hope not, but I guess take your word for it. It's very much like the Catholic Church. Ooh. That's a whole can of worms that ain't going to open, but, yeah. But, yeah, like, we gotta unite against all this shit. Like, it's not... It's not good. It goes... Like, that sort of stuff leaks out into the normieverse. And then that's the opinion, like, all furries are fucking, you know, into zoophilia and into lolly and stuff like that. Like, that is something that obviously puts a very bad optic on the furry fandom, and we have to deal with it. We have to. We can't just be like, oh, no, like, they're just normies. No, we have to say something about it. We have to do something about it. Otherwise, that shit does spread, and I don't want it in my fandom, and I know a lot of others don't either. Okay, next is FA is making it clear they do not allow childcare. I imagine they don't. Otherwise, we probably would have heard more about that. But yeah, that would have been wild.
What the fuck? Like pedophile furries? Like you'd think you'd pick one, you know? You'd think that they would pick a lane. Like you can say combo pedophile furry, like fusion dance.
Jesus Christ.
Like, well, holy pick a struggle.
Oh my god.
Box
You're
being
fucked up.
exposed for allegedly
Oh.
enjoying cub. Most furries called this out, but I guess Adam had
Thank God. Oh, the ethical.
Oh,
furries.
shit,
Did
wait.
you hear
Call
this?
Not the ethical furries. We can't watch this sort of shit. This is so ridiculous. And you know, this is probably tame by the standards of what's out there. You know, but I don't want to find out what's out there.
Hashtag
You
not
know?
all furries.
most furries called this out, but I guess Adam had to vague post, downplaying
He
what happened
vague
here.
posted it.
Seeing that Adam is very well connected to the furry community, it can't be a coincidence that this is what he's responsible.
How many subs for you to head to a place like this? 1 million?
I'm not going
If
because
someone gave you $2 million in a briefcase,
well,
non-traceable.
I probably would fucking go then. But you know, I'd have to be watching my six the whole time because these motherfuckers would try and chloroform me. Like, you know, like
Nah, you're probably safe. You're pretty pudgy. You have to watch out for very specific. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That is a joke. But like, hey, in all honesty though, if you want to come on down, you know, I'll host you. I don't give a shit. Like, come on down first word. But Ruckus says it's like Hollywood where the elites are degens, except Hollywood still fired Weinstein. Well, we need to fire our Weinstein. Well, we need to run him out on the fucking rail, but you know, and the degens and elites are kind of still there. But in any case, like, you know, like, hey, it's a party, it's a good time. We welcome most people, like, you know, except for the zoophilies and you know, the degens of that caliber of the, you know, pedophilia of variety. I don't know why I'm trying. Like, I'm not getting this shit. Ain't getting fucking monetized. I don't even know why I'm bothering to try. Like, it's like I don't want to say like, yeah, we hate pedophiles. We hate fucking zoophiles and all that stuff. Like, Zurin said, "Sorry, buddy. Too many free use things for anyone to want you. You're gonna have to go to the anime con if you want that sort of stuff." PPP. I can't almost talk like a pirate. I don't know why I get into that. But anyway,
you know, well, who's
Oh.
under $2 million? You
Yeah.
go. I mean,
You
that's a
have
question. It's like it's not a matter of going there. It's how long I have to stay there. You see,
Yeah.
that's the real question. Like I could go
2
there
days.
and then immediately leave. Ooh,
Not all 3 days, just 2. 1 million.
I
a
don't
day.
know. I don't know. You have to get the starfish shoot flying.
The bunny suits? Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy.
22.
should we get a con to try and like get these people guests of honor? I'm just kidding, but like, oh, you know, now presenting Anthrocon's guest of honor, the Kino Casino. That would be a disaster. I think. Like, I don't think either side is ready for what kind of chaos that would come from. I'd be there for it though.
And if you still think this is a stretch, Adam was on stream with Mark defending the idea of drawn CP, saying
No,
it
he
should
wasn't.
be legal.
Should
No!
animated child be
Oh,
legal?
here we go. Like I got a bunch of DMs from people who've always like, this guy's a DGen, and I just didn't care to look into it.
I didn't believe
And
it,
now
to be
I
honest.
should have looked into it sooner. Like it's a lot worse than I could have ever imagined.
Adam, what are you doing?
Yes, it should be.
Okay, hang on. Let's hear this.
Legal.
By the way, witness? Really? Your background is the witness? I mean, I guess, but still. Zern says it's farmland thing. I think maybe. Spend too much time playing the Sea of Thieves. Now, that game has gone rapidly downhill. They need to have their own servers, like private servers where we could just be pirates and not have to worry about like other people. That'd be great.
Should animated child be legal? Yes, it should be.
So,
No!
so it's not even
No!
like, was he talking
Oh
about
my
Molly?
god!
Is she
It's
18 in the anime?
It's such an easy question. You just say no.
No.
Exactly.
You
Say
know?
no. Fucking.
Oh,
How do you fail that?
How did I fail this? That button was made for this part.
And again, it's the perfect storm of how this kind of gets latched onto the furry fandom at all. It's like, oh, popular YouTuber, furry, and then also likes child porn. So like, oh well, if one is true, all is true. You know, like it's really bad. Fucking, you know, it's just unfortunate that they happen to be a furry and then also into that. But and then they're popular, so it gets out more. So yeah, it's rough.
Oh, buddy.
You shouldn't be able to go to jail for drawing something, even if it's like disgusting and people don't agree with it.
Yeah, people
Well,
don't agree with it. Not
That's where you're wrong, buddy.
Buddy, come-
That's where you're wrong.
like, come on.
Yeah, that's like,
Like, you can just not look at it if you don't like it. There's no victim to drawing something.
yeah, I love it when people
Oh
think that like
my
an actual
God.
baby's been harmed by drawing one.
Babies! It sounds like it's kind
Listen, these are what we call crimes against humanity. It's a degradation and a stain on the human condition. Beyond the fact, like, jerking off. Yeah, you're right. Hold on. I actually skipped over
You
that
skip
in my
that.
mind.
It's not okay. You could like
No,
is
you
she
can't.
18? Is she
This is
18?
funny.
No, he's saying a
This is-
baby, a born 1-year-old baby. There's no even argument. It's
He's
ah,
going full
actually,
Serbian film.
She's 18 because it's in the last year of high school, so legally, no. Serbian film baby.
You know, there's like no.
I had no idea what Serbian film baby is, but like that. No, but they are right, and it's like, you know, and I am an advocate of like, hey man, if you don't like something, then just don't look at it. It's not my job to if you like pick up one of my stories and it's like, oh, I clearly mark all my stuff as adult content. If you don't like that adult content, don't look at it. Now he's bastardizing that and saying, well, you know, it's the same for child porn. It's like, no. It's the intent. Again, I can't stress that enough. It's the fucking intent. And Ruckus says he at least could show some shame. He could, because this whole idea is just whack, and it's a big problem again in like the lolicon, like they, oh well, you know, it's they're a 2,000-year-old goddess. They just happen to look like a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old. Like, no man, that's not what you're getting off on. I guarantee it. Just stop. Just stop and get some help. Like, Chris Hansen, please enter the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the intent, man. And the intent is bad if you're drawing that kind of shit. It's just not good no matter which way you slice it. And it gives everyone else who is just doing, like, again, whatever 2 or more consenting adults are doing with each other, that's fine. But when you start breaking the Harkness test, that's when we have to bring out the fucking wood chipper. You know?
Nobody who can sympathize with that at all. There's nobody who's going to tell
Yeah,
you that that's
he's
okay,
right.
other than actual other pedophiles that are also.
Do Serbs really? No, and it's like
They do.
Is she 18
Yes, they do.
months? Sir, this is a Wendy's. What are you doing?
It's like, what are you like?
He's
mental?
not here
I know
for
that,
the
like, people
chili.
get uncomfortable, but like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Uncomfortable of the thought of
With the idea of you
Rape.
jerking off to a.
what the
Yeah, I say most people would be a bit uncomfortable about that. Yeah,
I would say pretty much
For
all
sure.
people, in fact.
for sure, boss.
Yeah, there's no obfuscation here. That's the point. There's no like, maybe.
And PPP would know. Apparently showed off his entire ass to like people. So, you know, if anyone would know, it would be this guy.
He didn't mean it like that.
You
There's
shouldn't
no
I think
logic.
you know who we need for this. We need Josh Moon. I bet you he could explain this to us. We need Josh for this one. Josh, if you can hear me now, I need you to break down the ins and outs of the furry community because I know you know all about it, my friend.
Oh man, call me in, coach. I could totally done it for you. In fact, I think I saw this and I actually mentioned to him, I was like, hey, you want like a furry wayfinder? Like, fucking, let's go. And he says, no. Oh, I love that argument. No, officer, my crack pipe is just a sculpture. You can't arrest me for art. No, that glass bong is totally just on there for table decoration. It's definitely not there to smoke weed. I can't believe they get away with that. We're like, we have like one of those, like, no, we don't sell weed. We just sell everything that you could use to smoke weed. It's totally fine though.
This stream
Josh,
clip
explain.
is currently unlisted. Huh, I wonder why. The only time I've seen this stuff get brought up significantly is when Turkey Tom briefly mentioned it.
And why is your name Turkey Tom, but you're not a turkey?
What's
Alright,
this?
if you really want to pull this off and brand it right, you'd be a fucking turkey.
In mid-2018,
Yeah, you would be a turkey. I don't. I don't even know like how to continue with that. Yeah, be a turkey, embrace the fandom, I guess. Or don't. Is it too intense with my comparisons? I can't actually like read half of them. I apologize. I'm trying to keep the flow going too. So
18.
Does he
Tom
want? He
Brady
wants
now-
to jerk off to an animated
No,
turkey?
that's Keem.
See, the turkey got stuffed. Okay,
that's Keemstar.
that was Keemstar wanting to stuff Tom's turkey. If you say so.
I'm
lost
sure that
video covering Digibro.
We have to.
that joke's
watch
probably
a-
been
a
said
Budgie
The lost
King.
video.
to death
We
in
gotta
the
watch
Oh,
Furry
Budgie
yeah.
fandom.
King. Remember that?
Oh.
The
The cock
DeOrio-
video?
The Nicholas DeOrio doc is the best, bro.
Oh,
28.
shit.
I mean, I have a Phoenix ult. I hear that joke probably at least like 3 times a month. Like, oh, stuffing that turkey? Yeah.
18. Tom made a now lost video covering Digibro, where he made a slight jab against Adam.
So hear this.
Adam clapped back with a
So he goes back to the Digibro video
Right.
and responds.
Listen, if you're ever on Digibro's side on anything, you're on the wrong side. You know?
really angry comment. I love how literally all it took was for me to comment, yup, on one of Digi's videos for you to basically go, hey, did you know that YMS also
Oh,
thinks
no.
that jerking it to a cartoon
You know,
isn't the same as abusing children?
Always Felted sent in a super chat for $5. He says Warski and PPP are brave to take on furries since most IT workers are furry, and PPP already pissed off the other half that are Indian. Good luck with Rule 30. Is that really true that
I
like
don't know.
most IT workers are furries? Like, can this really be true?
I don't know.
It's a very long-standing joke that like if you're in IT, you're probably a furry, or at least if you're like the admin. It's just a long-running joke. I believe like people came out and like acts. It's like, yeah, I'm a furry and I also work IT, so it's like it's just a funny joke. I saw one where it was run program and it's just a normal person, and it's like run as administrator and it's a fucking person in a fursuit. It's like it's a funny joke.
We need Josh.
Josh, please respond.
Josh can be like, you won't believe it, guy.
Or another one where it's like they better not ever target a FurCon because then the entire American like internet infrastructure go down. It's just funny. I like it.
But yes.
He's a fur fag. Therefore, arguments that he supports are wrong.
Ugh.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. He then rants about Kiwi Farms, calling them out for doxing. However,
Josh-
I suspect that he's
Well,
more mad at Kiwi Farms. for
Listen,
Yeah, Zern says it's more true than
I don't
pork.
necessarily co-sign doxing, bish, but I would way sooner you be doxing or phone booking motherfuckers than pooing in diapers and leaving it in parking lots or fucking sexually assaulting people in fursuits or jerking it to children like these people are. I would say, yeah, you know, the baby versus the doxing. We gotta weigh out the crimes here.
Hang on. Where's the narrative?
You have, to, you have to beat the word porn on YouTube where you get demonetized? Oh, I got a lot to learn. Zern says, more true before, but never to that degree. And also says, my most generous gets 3%, which says the varsity football team in high school with 1,000 students. Yeah, it's probably a very small number, but it just got out there, and man, we all like to perpetrate it. So
I love how every single button is on the soundboard is dedicated to pedophilia.
I want to kids.
No, we got other ones. We got that one.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Spenny's
that's better.
getting sicko too.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
how about this?
Let's go, Felted, etc.
All right. Oh, wait,
There we go.
Hang on.
Wait.
Hang on.
Oh, wait, well, that guy was a pedophile too. Mersh, though. Mersh, I don't think is, right?
All right. What about?
What the dog doing?
All right. That's a clean one.
yeah, but that's furry. Like, oh, your son's a pedophile, and then you go on that one. And it's like, what the dog doing? That could be a furry one. I don't know. A little suspicious. Got a lot of pedophile stuff on that soundboard there. I don't know. Are we going to be good faith about it? Yeah, we could probably be good faith about it.
Okay, well, that's clean.
documenting a really creepy habit of his. On another stream, Adam would defend bestiality, the sexual
What?
attraction.
No, he didn't. No, he
You
didn't.
thought it was kidding.
You gotta be kidding.
I know. I'm just joking about that.
Come on.
They deal with a
man.
lot of
Worse.
pedos.
It's all
Ugh.
horrible. It's all on the equal. The ocean floor of what the fuck? Like,
to animals. He flat out
What are we
says that people shouldn't go to
doing?
jail for having sex with animals, seeing that as some form
What?
of bigotry.
it's a you're bigot.
What?
Oh, I can't fucking talk bigot. The fuck are we talking?
Bigotry?
Guys, is this crazy?
Of all the weird ass arguments,
Joshua Connor Moon, we need you now.
Where's Josh? Wake
Can you
up.
explain this? Wake up! It's fucking
if a
4 in the
state
morning in
had-
Serbia.
Oh no.
Serbia.
It's not. It's 9 in Siberia. Sorry. 9 a.m. in Siberia,
Oh my
where
God.
in Kamchatka province, where he can see Alaska from his house or his hut. Josh Moon has been awakened from his slumber.
Oh. Oh.
Ah, Kamchatka. I love taking that space and risk.
Oh.
No, I know he's in.
Keeps people from getting that seven-man bonus and risk. And then I know it's a very boomer thing to say, but it's what came to my mind, so I'm going to say it.
Oh my God, people don't get it. It's okay. You wouldn't get it.
Abuse laws, but not zoophilia bestiality laws. That means that if they have sex with an animal and it is determined that they were abusing the animal, sexually or not, if they
What?
the animal,
Hold
they
on.
forced the animal
What?
and the animal didn't like it.
What?
If the
So this
animal
is the-
didn't like
Oh,
it.
this was the Chank defense. Do you remember Chank?
Yeah, any sex for an animal is like sexual abuse to an animal. Like, sorry, like, and oh my God, I've heard that argument before. It's like, well, I can tell. It's like, no, you fucking can't. You're not the fucking dog whisperer, my dude. If you're a zoophile, you gotta own up that you are abusing animals. Like, and then stop. And preferably never start. Or throw yourself in a wood chipper. I don't give a shit. But, like, that is... Oh, my God. What really, like, riles me up is I've heard that argument, not from this guy, but from, like, I've seen it on my feed, and you just want to... Oh, my God. As Ruckus says, another thing that bothers me about the furry community, they have pedos running around free on their sites, but to a lot of furries, the real problem is right-wing furries, not the pedos or the zoos. Yeah, as a centrist, I really don't give a shit about your political opinion. Just don't tell me about it, because I don't give a fuck. But, yeah, we really need to, like, prioritize. We need to, like, priorities, guys. Priorities. Like, who gives a fuck? And they're, like, it's all about optics and all that stuff. I'm not going to get too far into it. That'd be a whole nother stream. Zern says, I'm sadly old enough and nerdy enough to get the Risk reference. Yeah! Risk. Gotta love the game Risk. If you ever finish the game, good on you.
Chank?
Yeah.
Where he's like, but what if the
I too love Mass Effect as well, Tails.
horse likes it? Remember Anna's like, what the f are you talking about? He's
Shut the
like,
fuck up, shut the fuck
well,
up.
how do you know that it's not liking it? Getting
Harkness test. Harkness test. Harkness test.
it's
It's
wrong with
disgusting.
these people, dude.
Actually.
Oh man.
Buddy, stop it. Get some help. Helgi23 for a sub. Let's go. And
Is
see
there
what's
any
Tech
help?
Cafe.
Is there any like helping somebody though who thought this? You
No.
know, like there really isn't. Like you're fucking gone, dude. You've lost it.
Could this guy have just not stuck to reviewing movies?
Then they would determine that the animal was being abused. The reason why zoophilia and bestiality laws exist is because people would be in court over having sex with an animal, and no one would be able to determine whether or not the animal was actually abused. Which I don't think you should go to jail if there's no
Sir.
evidence whatsoever that the animal was being abused.
Sir,
Hey,
If you-
doggo, did you get raped?
if you fuck a bearded dragon up the pal,
Jesus.
you abused it.
And also, I agree, but, like, goddamn, you went with the bearded dragon. Really, that's an interesting use of example. But, like, no, it's 100% correct. Like, any type of that contact to an animal, it's abuse. Like, sorry, dude. Like, sorry, your movie sucks. Like that. There's just, And I was going to make a comment as well. Like, oh, he could have just kept doing the movie reviews, and like he could have. But like, what I've been finding, especially like in the fandom, because they think it's okay and that we're not going to police it, is that a lot of these, they're like, oh yeah, no, like they speak out because they try and normalize it. They're trying to, like, this whole like map the minor affected, or no, minor not, what is it, minor attracted person, and it's like, no, you're just a pedophile. Like, I'm sorry, you'll go into the wood chipper regardless. Like, I don't care how you brand yourself, you did the bad thing, like the very bad thing, go to jail and then get the shit kicked out of you by other inmates. Like, that's it's a horse of another color, except this guy probably fucked the horse. All right, let's keep going.
If you fucked any animal, you abused it.
Oh
Like
no.
this doesn't. I can't believe anyone actually has to say this. What?
Okay, wait. There is a tweet from Mersh. Someone did
Oh.
find Mersh's email, mershcomedy@gmail, on Tumblr. So he may have also been a furry.
What?
Hang
I'm
on.
like,
Do it.
what? Tumblr?
Let's
Really?
Go felt it,
Okay,
etc.
okay.
Oh,
All right,
man.
all right, hang on.
Oh
Hang
man.
on, let's go. Mercy's a furry. All right, here you go.
I mean, if he
This
was found in
segment makes
FA,
me
then-
uncomfortable.
Me too. Me too. Female cop.
Because if the animal wasn't abused, then you're not really helping anybody. You're just putting somebody in jail because you don't like them because you think that what they're doing
Well,
is gross.
I
and you
think
don't
we're
understand.
helping all the other animals that this person might, you know.
Agreed.
He has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for bestiality
Minnesota
and zoophilia.
Vikings!
He's written
What?
multi-paragraph long essays through Reddit and YouTube comments.
Minnesota Vikings suck. I don't know. I don't follow football that much. I just wanted to break up the mood a little bit. I mean, I live in Wisconsin, so I am legally obliged to cheer for the Packers. But like, yeah.
Trying to restate his position whenever anyone makes fun of him for it. It's kind of like the whole leftist meme trend, where you turn everybody away because you included too many words. I won't read all of these for time's sake.
Oh,
that is
Feel
a
free to pause if
lot.
you want to
Oh.
analyze.
Whoa, what the meaningful? What is he, Dark Side Phil?
A meaningful dog.
Meaningful consent would require the dictionary definition of if
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the flow of things, but Tails actually said in Florida there's a death penalty if the person is young enough, and that's great. Like, to do more of that. And I don't like again. You don't even need like the election. Just wood chipper them. Zern says now. Zern brings up a very good like angle to the whole thing. It's an animal might enjoy it, just like a 15-year-old might enjoy sex with an older person, but it's still wrong, and that is 100% true. Like, it's regardless if they might have liked it, it's still wrong. You're still taking advantage. You're still harming. You're still doing things that will probably psychologically affect this person or this animal forever, you know? And as the adult, again, you have the onus to be the responsible one. So that it's just you can't use that defense. Like, oh, they liked it. Like, that'd be like if you murdered someone or if you like stabbed someone's like, oh no, they like to stab. Like, you still caused harm to them. You know, that harm may be forever. It's the same thing. It's the same basic instinct of I don't even know how to speak it. Like, I'm so fucking fired up about this. Like, it's the same basic procedure. You know,
animals require informed consent, then now, bro,
heart necessity.
like you can't justify this.
No, this is
There's no.
insane.
This is like millennial woes used to try and do the argument where you can't, ethically be opposed to this. But listen, we don't need any other argument than fuck you and die. Eat shit and die.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you
Ralph
about
voice,
this.
Ralph voice. We use our Ralph voice on these ones. Spicy quesadilla for 5 subs.
As a matter of fact, it just depends on the dogfish. Jeez, Ralph.
Analyze these walls of text. This clearly became a soft spot to Adam, as he'd get pissed
What?
whenever anyone joked about
Okay.
his bestiality.
There's a difference between a farm or animal breeder breeding animals to, feed people and their families, and you fucking an animal to feed your fetishes.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Tom Green.
Well, in the Jackass crew, I mean, like what?
They
'Cause
humped the dead. No, they humped the
The
dead
moose?
moose or whatever.
and they inseminated, I think, like an animal or something.
Oh
remember?
yeah, Jackass movie. They jacked off a horse.
Yeah, it really is a false equivalency. I'm going to comment as well. It's like, yeah, and when it comes to like animal breeding, it's the intent. It always comes back to the intent. Like, they're not doing it to gain any gratification out of it. They're doing it to gain calves or whatever animal, and so that they can make money and all that stuff. Like, they're not deriving any sort of like pleasure from it. So that I had never heard that argument before. When it get like, oh, they should lock up farmers, and like, no. And most of the times, like for animal breeders, like it's usually a bull and a cow, and they're just letting nature happen randomly. But like, yeah, artificial insemination does happen, but they're not fucking the cow while it's happening. It's that would be again wood chipper.
Right. I mean,
Oh,
but does anybody
Tom
argue?
Green, where he got fingered, he jacked off a horse. Remember? He was like,
Okay.
"Daddy, look at me! I'm jacking off a
No,
horse." Daddy."
I would argue that that's not good, and maybe
No,
they
definitely.
probably should. I'd argue that maybe they should go to jail for that. To be honest, like, that's kind of fucked up.
Daddy, look at me! I'm a farmer. Daddy, look
listen,
at me! I'm a farmer.
if it came down for me, that either Tom Green and the horse fucker would both go to jail or both go free, I would put them both in jail rather than let the horse fucker go free.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if anyone really would disagree with that, you know?
Daddy, would you like some sausage? That movie's jokes, though, you have to admit.
defenses. The funniest instance of this is when Adam started an argument
Zero says young horses are foul. Yes. You think it's someone who's a biologist that would Bambola. My degree not at work. Tails also says, especially since before their lives are already ruined, also guilty of those terrible crimes, also use access to computers. Well, I mean, yeah, you watch any like Chris Hansen episode, and you know, I love Chris Hansen. He's doing the Lord's work out there, and you know, you see these people, and I know it's to just get them on the list, but they should just fucking, yeah. I'm not going to go any further. I'm already probably not going to get monetized. I hope it's holding.
of Null, the owner of
Oh no, Josh!
No, wait! He appeared! Say his name and he appears.
I
Josh
believe in Josh
Moon of
Moon.
Kiwi Farm. Oh, man.
Kiwi Farms. After he uploaded a video in late 2018
No. Okay.
talking about the zoo sadist, Wolf. In that video, he makes the claim that Adam is part of the growing normalization for fucking dogs.
Thank you for linking to the original video in the
Is
description.
that a real thing? The growing normalization of fucking dogs? Have I just been living under a rock?
Honestly,
And this
I'm
is
glad
like a
we-
this is a
I'm glad I
this is
have.
a mass movement that was occurring 7 years ago. People were marching for their right to f dogs. Is this what?
Like the Million
No,
Man March,
it's
but everyone's in fursuits.
So people can see the full argument. But
I do remember that kind of a like little era, and we did kick them in their fucking teeth and got them out of the fandom. That's one of the purges that Zern's coming about. If it's the one I'm thinking of, and see, here's the thing: is like part of the reason why we have to police our own and we have to regulate our own fandom against people like this is because this kind of optics where it's like, oh yeah, they're like they're BCLE or they're child molesters, stuff like that. And then actual people who do that will try and like slip into the furry side of things. But no, they hate us. Like we should all band together. It's like, no, we also hate you, and we do not want you in our fandom. Do not hide behind us. Like I will throw you front and center and fucking shame you myself if I have the ability to. Like that, you don't use the fandom as a fucking shield. Like especially not for behavior like this. Fuck you.
I see why you left out so much of it. I stand by my controversial opinion, so even when he gets called out for this, he stands by it. I do not believe that sex with animals should be encouraged, but I am wholeheartedly against imprisoning those who have had not.
He's like a guy who's like for the legalization of drugs. He's like, look, I would never do heroin, but you shouldn't give it. It's like, no, wait, this is
No, I don't know, man. It's a lot different than that, I would say.
A little bit, a little different.
Moving on.
Abusive sexual relations with animals. To say there is no such thing is incredibly ignorant and illogical. Objective reasoning matters more to me than emotional gut responses. I do not believe putting innocent people in jail because.
Have you ever considered that maybe there's a reason for the emotional gut response? That maybe it's just so depraved and so sickening that any person that has any sense of morality or decency wants to puke at the fucking thought and slaughter anyone who would support it?
harming animals in any way is horrific, and they should be put down.
Agreed. And actually, PvP makes a point here. Like it's it is almost instinctual. If you hear someone doing that, the first instinct is to go, like, oh god, or anger, or just being sickened in general. And like that's a good point. Like we all as a species, have at least some. There's some that are broken, but like we have a moral sense of right and wrong, at least to a certain extent. So I feel like like there is. Depending whatever your moral compass is, this kind of firmly points in the get fucked direction for these kinds of heinous crimes. Like 99.9% of the world agrees with this. It's not even a 90-10 issue. It's a 95, well, probably like a 98-2 issue.
In my opinion.
How can an animal provide
also in my
meaningful
opinion
consent to a human?
We shouldn't have to even talk about that. It's showing there's no, and then the reality is there's no need. This discussion is not. There's no need for a discussion.
Buy a fleshlight for fuck's sakes. Like, figure.
Interesting that Andy knows that. Wonder what's going on there. No, I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, like just fucking. I don't. These. I've always been baffled, and the person who grew up with like To Catch a Predator and watching like the like Chris Hansen do his magic and stuff like that, and you wonder like, how do these people even exist? Like, you think it's a bit or it's a bad bit, but you think like there's no way these are real. It's for television. It's for something. No, they exist. They're out there, and personally, we should probably purge them from the gene pool. Again, in my opinion.
Out like
In
holy
Minecraft
shit,
or
you
whatever the
DJ.
fuck you say.
Same way that an animal can provide meaningful consent to another animal. Most communications between animals are non-verbal. Have you ever seen the thousands of videos
The dog looks back
Okay.
at you. He
Non-verbal.
Have
nods.
you
Bullshit.
considered that maybe you're a different species, you stupid fuck? Holy shit. Can you believe that animals mate with each other for the purposes of procreation? This totally justifies raping animals and interspecies sickness. What?
The dog humps your leg. You go, now it's your turn.
Whoa! Whoa! What? This is wild. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
YouTube and America's Funniest Home Videos where
All
someone
right,
falls
okay.
down and their dog
Settle down there,
immediately starts
Worski.
humping them? Is the dog not consenting to some form of sexual contact at that point?
Oh shit, that was actually.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh.
What the fuck? No, this can't be real, can it?
I get that we live in a world where most people's interactions with animals are only ones
No.
that have their balls surgically removed, without their consent, of course. But animals with sex drives clearly don't give a shit about what...
Neutering and spading is a lot different than being an animal.
It's quite scary to me that there are people that actually think like this.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. And again, and that's part of why we need the police and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy, and and again, it's part like this person. Like, we wouldn't have like these kinds of like terrible optics in the fandom, but it's these people that exist, and then it gets lumped into, and then we all get lumped in. It's like, oh, because we are a fringe group. We are, so a lot of people don't understand why we like what we like. So the leap of logic is much less than other types of fandoms or other types of stuff. So we have to be extra careful when it comes to that sort of stuff. So when we get people like Your Movie Sucks, who is a prominent YouTuber, and then he goes off on this bullshit, and then we wonder, like, why do normies like the Kino Casino think so poorly of us? It's like, well, here it is. It just gives us all a fucking bad name, like a lot of us are just, wholesome degens. This is the dark side of the fucking force on this one. And Zern says you cannot be an innocent animal fucker. It's illegal in all states. A few states are less specific, but it's still found within animal cruelty laws. Exactly. So even from a legal standpoint, you hold no ground. Like, even from a trying to like legally justify it. It's like, oh, how like some of them it's like, well, the age of consent in some states is fuck off. Like you don't even have that argument with animals,
Oh, and like he's not like being like, listen, I have a sickness, I need help.
No.
Like he's actually trying to justify
He's
it.
battling people. Battling.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's what we brought up before. That there's no
Adam typed
sense
out
of
one of
shame.
his
Marcus brought that
essays
up.
Oh no. We're gonna
How
get
many essays is this guy gonna
We're gonna
write?
the
None
clip
of this
channel's
is
gonna
making the
get-
clip channel. Who wants to move on to quartering? This hit play
It's
for a
making the
minute.
clip channel. I think it is.
All right.
Congratulations. It did actually hit the clip channel. Also, this guy, like this Your Movie Sucks guy, writes more than I fucking do. That's a lot of stuff that no one's gonna. Maybe that's the whole point. Like, if you don't read it, it's like, oh, well, I'm justified because people didn't clap back. And it's like, no, we need the TLDR, you stupid fucker.
What's on YouTube? This is from YouTube.
He isn't actually attracted
The
to
video's
animals,
killing.
and is instead attracted to anthropomorphic lions. He also spends much of this argument claiming
Listen, we did 7 hours of quartering. I thought
I need to do 7 more hours of quartering before I would do 7 more minutes of this furry trash.
he's not trying to defend bestiality, but is instead arguing against general societal hypocrisies. To him, it's retarded when people feign outrage over fucking dogs, and not horse racing and factory farming.
You go to some of those.
Oh
like,
my
Twitter
god.
threads.
I'm going to pause on that one. Like that, those are two. Like the Venn diagram doesn't even overlap on that, man. Like those are definitely mutually exclusive arguments. Like, and one can be against like factory farm. Like there are people who are against factory farming and like horse racing and stuff like that because they think it's animal cruelty. But one thing we all agree on is that having sex with animals is animal cruelty. Like, it's not even like a wiggle room. Like, it's fucking that. Like, that is terrible. Fucking like anything like that. It's terrible. Anything, any kind of thought process putting that's bad. During sense, if you purposely travel around to get age of consent, you're a disgusting predator. And oh yeah, 100%. If you're trying to like shop around for fucking legality of age of consent, fuck you. Like, you also go into the wood chipper. Like, we're getting a nice mulch here of everyone. Like, or like those Thailand tours or something like that, where they go around because I think the age of consent's like way lower there. Like, you are a pedophile. Like, you're still a pedophile. You just will get away with it because you went somewhere where it's legal. Like, sorry, like, full stop, but not sorry. Full stop.
The ones being like, you must never forget that this man said that said that people shouldn't go to jail for having sex with animals, and then they leave out the part where I said, well, only if it's if there's literally no measurable harm or distress placed on the animal, which would make it literally less harm.
This is why this is why we have a problem, like, folks. Like, that line of thinking is the problem. And again, it's not even like, you notice it's not like furry related. He's not like, well, furries believe that. No, this is a person, like, this is a line of thinking from a mentally unwell person, from a very sick individual. Like, that is, like, to think that you don't cause harm. Like, I have trouble even just like, if I pick up my cat and I go, and like, oh, it's like, oh shit, like, and then, you know, did I hurt you? Like, sorry, Jalal. Like, to think like, you don't think that that causes like some distress in people, like consenting adults, and sometimes there's a little distress here and there, you know, depending on like past and stuff, like, and those are consenting adults. You know, that's why the withdrawal of consent is such an important factor in that sort of thing. So to think like that, oh no, the animal's going to be, no, fuck you. Like, fuck all of you. Like, this person fucking sucks. Get him out of my fandom. Get him off the internet. Put him in a wood chipper. Fucking mulch them. Don't even use the mulch. Just put it in the ocean, and we're be done with it. Like,
bro, you're fucked, dude.
Thank you.
You're
Andy.
actually
This
fucked.
is actually, it's so twisted.
Yeah,
It's so twisted, dude.
Because animal rapists are known for their calm, cool, you know, demeanor.
What are you even saying?
I
Like, what are you
I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, bro. I'm
Yeah, the
sarcastic.
furry fandom will have it.
Yeah. Oh, the animal rapists, they really know how to like ask.
He's a
nice and
compassionate animal
compassionate,
rapist.
loving person, you know? The
Oh,
animal rapist.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Harmful than the entire farming industry, the entire breeding industry, right? Things that people are already
I
okay
mean,
with. But no, of course you don't apply.
just
you don't,
because-
Factory
because
farming is not equal to
Just
animal
because
rape.
people are eating meat
Exactly.
doesn't give you a right to eat the animal's meat. Do you understand?
Oh my
It's not
god,
the same
Jesus.
thing, pal. Oh man.
Woo. Spicy.
apply that same logic to people in those industries. You don't go to people who are like farmers or have ever
This
been
is
to like a
chat.
horse.
A white hat animal rapist.
Wait up.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Also,
Race, so much more abusive than the examples I'm talking
We
about.
got
You don't.
faded codex.
look. Now, I'm not personally from like a farming family or that, but I live in Wisconsin, which is a lot of farming families. So I did like grow up with a lot of farming families and talking to a lot of farming families and knowing a lot of farming families. I will say that of all the farming families and all their opinions, not a single one of them want to fuck their livestock. So, like, you could fuck right off into the sun with that, like, fucking argument, that straw man bullshit fucking argument. Oh, I'm like, farmers, like, they corral their animals. They're like, no, like, fucking not even close, my dude. Your movie sucks. Actually sucks. Like, it's in all regards.
For 5 subs.
Big support. Thank you so much, man.
You don't apply that same level of criticism to them. I think you're full of shit.
Oh yeah, I don't apply a farmer who butchers an animal
I mean,
for
listen,
meat.
just because factory farming is like, cruel, doesn't mean that it justifies fucking animals.
Yeah.
You know, you could be against both factory farming and fucking animals.
You
you
know?
Ah,
know?
see? Made the same point I did.
It doesn't.
PPP and
Maybe
I,
people are
same
so
page.
bullshit.
Same page.
If this type of argument
Who out there is like factory farming rules? So we're all like, well, I wish there wasn't that, of course.
Sounds familiar?
That's a good
it's
point.
exactly
That's
what
a good
Vosh
point.
does. Vosh has an extensive history of playing devil's advocate for CP and Lolicon,
Yeah, he
arguing
does.
that people shouldn't be
There's
outraged
no
about
ethical
it because children are
consumption under capitalism. So I think he tried that argument. It was insane.
being used to make chocolate, and the clothes we're wearing right now. Both are using
Yeah,
what
yeah.
Yeah, Zern says factory farming is problematic, and I dislike it, but I hate rapists of any stripe more. Oh yeah, like it's not even close. Like I agree. Like factory farming is not good. Like for the environment, for the animals. Like, but it's just the way things are. Do we want to change it? Of course. Do we want to try and make things more ethical for the animals? Yes. But like that part of it is the need for food to live. There is no need to have sex with a cow or a horse or a pig or anything else. You know, there is no rationality on this planet or any other one which would give you any credence to why that would be okay. It's just nothing there. That's not even close.
Yeah, he was saying like, oh, the phones you use is basically the same thing as CP.
Oh, big Vikings touchdown!
Let's go! Let's go!
Oh, they're watching the game. Oh, I'm like,
about
why
is,
are they bringing the
distract people from the
Vikings
fact that
every
they're being
song?
apologists for immoral behavior.
Mm.
Noel pretty easily defeated Adam's argument by stating, "We eat meat because we
Anything?
need to eat to survive. We inseminate horses
Yeah,
and cattle artificially because we are selectively
breed
breeding them
them.
for some purpose. There is
Exactly.
no situation in which a person needs to give a dog a blowjob. And from what I've shown,
Yes.
And Adam's just like, wait a second.
Well, why do we even need Farmer Josh out here to explain this to him?
that is something of biological risk for the human,
Objection.
and psychological damage for the animal. By the way, this conversation would go on for multiple days. To give
Holy
Noel some
shit.
criticism, he shouldn't have even tried
Oh.
engaging with this guy. Adam is
know,
never going
fair.
to change his position. Noel should have just called him a dog fucker and left it at that. And this isn't stuff of the past. As recent as a year ago, Adam is still on Reddit arguing about bestiality. It's a
Is he
repetitive
really? Stop! He's still doing it to this day. He still hasn't learned. And iDubbbz is doing shows with this guy. What the fuck?
Oh man,
cycle for him.
like fucking iDubbbz. Like, can he be any worse? We've done a couple where he's the stupid fucking dragon, and it's like this guy sucks. Now we find out he's with this dude. Like, yeah, that's not good. Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe we'll give him a little. Maybe he just doesn't. Well, no, because he's an internet. This is not about iDubbbz. Let's keep going. We're almost done. Thank God we put it on 1.5 or 1.25.
This stuff would resurface from time to
Otherwise,
time,
we'd
most
still be
notably
here.
in spring of 2020, when he defended iDubbbz and Anissa during the OnlyFans controversy. And yes, these guys are friends. How shocking.
Of
Whoa,
course.
yes, based. I told you Rob's based.
Listen.
We have
this-
this. We have this, by the way.
Listen, your movie sucks. The bulls that they have aren't literal bulls. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Psycho says, don't you dare stop. Watch to the end, I promise. What the f***
All
could
right.
What the
All
f*** could happen at the
We're
end?
gonna have to lay off the pause key.
What the f*** could happen at the end?
People posted memes.
Listen, if we gotta push the review tech ASMR aside from for today, I don't think anyone's
Oh.
gonna cry.
Are you really are gonna just do that?
No,
and not
shut-
deliver the review tech ASMR segment?
Shut the fuck
But
up.
they were promised it. They were promised the review tech ASMR. It's 11:11. Make your wish for review tech ASMR. Maybe we'll put in the OT tonight to get it done. But old Warski here is taking it away from you guys. I tried.
his bestiality takes, leading Adam to talk about it on stream for over an hour. He blames the discourse still existing
Fucking
on
hell,
people
man.
being terminally online, which is ironic as hell since he's the one constantly talking about it on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these people are just fucking awful. Like
People who don't want people to fuck
gotta ask-
animals?
What's with like the
Like most of the planet, my dude. Like, you know, and again, like even let's just put it aside that this is like just totally fucking bad. Like that's just the worst take you could ever have on the face of the planet. But if you have a spicy take, you're gonna get pushback even on like 50-50 issues. Like there's still the whole other side. And again, in my opinion, and it's a pretty good one, I think. This is a 98-2 or a 99-1 issue. Like it's you versus the world, but it's not the underdog that, well, probably he would like. If you know what I'm saying. But like it's not the underdog story most people want to appreciate.
12 stack of empty Coke cans. What's going on? Like I've seen people collect like liquor bottles,
Are those
but like
Coke
just
cans?
collecting soda cans.
Maybe it's like
What's going on?
Paris. Is that old Pepsi? I don't know. Why are we nitpicking this? I think there's a lot more to nitpick.
Talking about putting
I'm
the bow
taking
tie in
issue
pig.
with it. He has a fucking empty coffee cup behind him on the shelf. What's going on? Why are there's like 2 cell phones over on the table, like in pack? Are those prepaid cell phones that he uses to contact his fucking bestiality porn dealer? People want to know.
Holy shit! Like, go outside or something.
Well, I don't think we want this man to go outside at all, because apparently all wildlife is at risk if your movie set decides to go out there.
This is coming from you.
Why are you mad? People don't
Sir.
want other people to fuck animals. What are you talking about?
This man's hair has never felt the touch of water in a half decade. It's so fucking greasy.
I fucking love the nitpicking that's going on now. It's great. Zern said it's important to note that rapists, monsters, abusers, these despicable fucks are very good at hiding and using various communities as shield and corrupting them to better hide and enable themselves. Religious, political, entertainment, or any other community have a duty to themselves and the communities to weed out the perpetrators of these indefensible acts. Exactly. And again, this is one of the reasons I wanted to make videos, especially like this, where the guy, like, this is a person that we need to fucking name and shame and get the fuck out of the fandom. Like, if they're still in the fandom, my question is why? Like, that, if there are furries that are still following this guy, why? Don't, like, oh, he has great reviews. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, like, and those who know me know, like, I'm a pretty, like, free speech. I'm all about, like, as long as what you're doing isn't harming other people or like infringing on the rights of others, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. You want to shoot up meth, I would not recommend it, but whatever, like, as long as you're not hurting anyone else while you do it. But this is hurting other people. This is actively hurting, well, animals, but like same thing. Like, it's actively hurting. You know, this is an irreprehensible act. And then again, like Zergan said, he's trying to hide behind the furry fandom. You know, he's trying to drag us all down with him. We need to rise above it. So it's, you know, and Zergan says when he gets told to fondle a pair of great tits, they meant a consenting lady, not a couple of birds, right? And, you know, and they try these false equivalency. Well, he might be talking about like an anthro. Like, well, it's an anthro adult bird then. And if it's not, he can still go fuck off into the sun. You know, that's, we had no tolerance. Zero. But they try and conflagrate their sick degeneracy, their fetish with ones that do not actually harm people, and then they try like, see, we're all alike, and it's like, no, there is a line in the sand, and this fucker done crossed it, you know, and we have to enforce the line. There has to be a line, and my firm belief is the Harkness test is the line, and he done fucked that. He failed that test. And that's why I would like, and that's why I'm not like, oh, look at the Kino Casino. They're shitting on a poor defenseless furry for just, no. I agree with them, you know, and they're edgy as fuck, and a lot of things I don't agree with. I'm like, but like in this instance, NDSP, they are 100% correct to hate this guy, and they should hate this guy, and we should hate this guy, and everyone should hate this guy. This guy should be hated, you know. And that's just my, you know, that's my opinion, but it's the opinion of a lot of other people. Let's keep it going because our words will be here until midnight.
His pallid, sickly skin hasn't seen the sun since VidCon.
It's almost done. It's almost done. We're getting there.
Twitter.
He also expands on his previous whataboutism style arguments by saying it was always about moral consistency and not beastie, even though he can literally use anything else to demonstrate this.
And then people come out against some guy that like sucked an animal penis or something. It's like, okay, you're being a fucking hypocrite. That's stupid. Like, that's my point. It's not about like just it's more about moral consistency than anything else. I think people are fucking stupid.
Earlier in the stream, he chastises people who
as a matter of fact, it's about the consistency of his call.
He claims are morally grandstanding over the topic, adding on that it's immoral to judge someone based on philosophical disagreements.
Like the entire concept of rallying against me for this position.
Yes.
The entire concept of doing that is.
How did you not know people would be mad?
Okay, but if
right?
But how can he call that immoral if he doesn't believe in calling philosophical concepts immoral?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a self-defeating argument.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
To basically say, hey, We are the arbiters of morality. That is clearly immoral, and we all need to band together to reassure ourselves of what morality is. We are moral, he is not. Let's all agree on that. Let's, be angry about it or whatever, right?
Okay. All right. Hold on. Like, there is what is called the zeitgeist of society, which is, or some people call it the Overton window. Some people, like, when you talk about moral arbitration, as a society, we do have to come together and actually determine, like, what is bad and what is not. And are there, like, things that are questionable? There are. And we have to discuss about, things like that. And if the overwhelming majority of society says that is wrong, then it is wrong. And this is not even, like, this isn't even close. This isn't a 50-50 issue. This isn't, like, even like the furry fandom, which is why I fucking hate these people like trying to hide behind our fandom. It's not like, oh, they do weird anthro stuff. Like, it's not even that. Like, it's not pearl clutchers, or it's not like the religious right versus furries. It's not anything. It's not, the LGBT versus, where it's like, oh, okay, it goes back and forth and back and forth. Like, this is something. It's a 99-1 issue. Almost everyone thinks, do not fuck animals. Do not fuck children. This is a frame, like a foundational belief that almost everyone has. And when you go against that, you deserve to be put under the foundation. And like, and in my opinion, in Minecraft, whatever, you have to say it for YouTube not to freak out. But like, like, oh, well, they're just being moral, that's hiding. You are trying to hide behind grievances that may be a little overblown against, like, the furry fandom. You're trying to hide behind that and be like, guys, I too am a furry. Therefore, well, like, what my stance is, like, they're against me because I'm a furry. No, because you want to fuck animals and children, apparently, with the lolly. And again, even furries do not like you. Like, even, like, I would say every community but your own of the whole, like, dog fucking community do not like you. I would feel pretty safe putting that out there. Zern says, why do these people always have long hair? Makes me want a haircut, right? Like, there's always a type, it seems. Ruckus says, morality is a thing. It's not subjective. Exactly. There are certain, like, murder. Murder is not one of these, like, oh, maybe, like, are there exceptions, like self-defense and things like that? Yeah, but they're exceptions. And I can't think of a single exception for bestiality. So you're kind of fuck out of luck there. But like, even with murder, it's a 99-1 issue. Don't kill people, with rare exception. So you're kind of shit out of luck there. You're fighting against the zeitgeist of society, and you're not going to win, It'll never shift to that particular instance. If it does, we might be in a lot of trouble.
It's coming from a moral superiority kind of.
No, it's from people not wanting to abuse animals.
No, I mean, it is actually moral superiority. Yes, I mean, we are morally superior to you, and yes, people will band together to stop you from having sex with animals. Yeah,
but it's self-evident.
Yes,
like, yeah,
perspective, right?
Hell yeah, let's go. Kino Casino, the Saber Wolf Cafe. What? Same building. Let's do it.
The ultimate irony in that is that I believe it's incredibly immoral to completely write someone off as a person entirely based off of a philosophical disagreement. Like, wait, would that not also?
No, I think it's fine.
I mean,
something is so reprehensible.
We're not talking about, like, whether you believe in God. We're not talking
tattoos
about,
or like,
like, oh, this guy had a different interpretation of Plato or Aristotle or Immanuel Kant. We're not talking about, oh, I don't agree with simulacra and simulation. I think Bedar is out to fucking lunch. We're talking about you sucking dog.
Damn.
But
yeah, like, come on.
The very idea we're calling this a philosophical concept, like, you couldn't be more euphemistically dressing this up if you fucking tried. It's like, this is insane.
Dude, these
and Sir does bring up a good point. I argue morality is subjected to changes often. However, the moral legal trend in America for its entire history has been increasingly against rape of people and animals. Many countries share that trend. Yeah, like I said, the zeitgeist of society does move. It does shift. I mean, 60 years ago, much different America than we have today. For the better. Most people, I imagine, would agree. And like, but these foundational issues, man, like, if we ever shifted to that extent, that I don't know. I don't think we would ever get there. I think there's enough. And again, I feel like it's almost instinctual. It's instinctive that, you know, we all agree that you don't fuck animals. You know, you follow the Harkness test. I feel like that's a foundational issue.
Same people applying that to themselves for doing that. Like, there's some people legitimately that think that I shouldn't be able to pursue my passions, that I shouldn't have an audience because they disagree with me on a moral philosophical issue. Like, that's not moral. That's incredibly immoral.
I mean, come on. It's so disingenuous to pretend this is in a vacuum, right?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just, oh, you're doing hypothetical debates about X, Y, and Z. You're a furry who wears fursuits and is turned on by animals. You said you can't come without looking at animals. And you just coincidentally in a vacuum hold the position that sex with animals. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
This is one.
And there's the conflagration I was talking about, you know, and I really don't blame PvP for having that kind of conflagration, and it could be just kind of like playing silly buggers a little bit. But, you know, like, this was the exposure you had to the furry fan, was this fucking guy, I don't blame him. And it's one of the reasons we need stuff like what I'm doing right now, is to kind of like set the optics to a point of like, yeah, furries do not agree with people like this, and, you know, put it out there and say we are allied in that respect. Like, that is enemy of my enemy is my well, no, that's not. We share common interest, you and I, you know, something like that. Like, you may not like furries, and I don't care about that. If you don't like him, you don't like him. You know, I don't like other certain types of people, and, like, you know, I think they're annoying, certain communities and fandoms, like Rick and Morty. Oh my god, does that fandom suck, in my opinion? But, like, you know, and again, that could just be the optics of what I've seen or what I've been exposed to in that community. Now, I've heard it's toxic as fuck, but, you know, that it's the same thing. I don't like the Rick and Morty fandom. You know, sorry, Rick and Morty fans. Again, this is more of an example than anything, but that's why when I see like stuff like that, what PPP is saying, it resonates, because maybe it is a feeling that is associated with just seeing these kinds of fuckers.
One of the most insanely retarded things I've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. Yes, I believe people who abuse animals shouldn't have a platform to promote or spread that or anything.
Yeah, I agree.
How dare you? That's immoral. No, you raping
man.
animals is immoral. Like, this isn't even like a debate. This is like the fucking, like, this is a layup.
He's flat out saying that it's bad to
Sign
judge
dumb.
someone based on their philosophies and their beliefs, as if people can't have harmful stances on certain topics. This take sounds like something coming from a legit neo-Nazi. Oh, you think it's bad I want to exterminate all Jews? Well, you're the
Whoa.
bigoted one, because you're judging me badly as a person for saying that. And when that logic doesn't persuade people, Adam brings up other people who have argued for bestiality, showing confusion as to why those people aren't getting as much shit as him.
Debate Destiny on it? Of course, but it wouldn't be much of a debate because
Destiny?
He would agree with you, I bet. I bet he'd agree with you. You're right. Bring it up.
It wouldn't be a debate.
Ultra rare Adam W here.
he agrees with me on that.
What the fuck?
He called it. Nice. Called it.
Oh my god, he's so smug about that too. You can tell he really feels like he has it, because he's like, well, Destiny.
That age is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
In
Oh, yeah.
2025, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's 2025. Okay, I thought maybe I waited a little too long, but no, it's technically like last year. Zerg says the enemy of my enemy can get fucked, but I'll stop throwing stones at them long enough to help throw stones at rapists and pedos. Fair enough. That's very true. And I'm a little more of the compassion mindset. I believe in, like, we could change hearts and minds, kind of that sort of stuff. But, you know, like I said, I think we can all agree that we can all get together as one unified being and just absolutely curb stomp the shit out of some fucking rapists, pedos, dog fuckers, you know.
Have you ever seen the clips of him talking about the exact same shit? Of course you haven't, because he's not a furry, so people don't share those around the internet.
Well,
you know, there is actually a difference, you know, between, like, there is, you know, but, you know, the fact he says that makes me think he is one. But if you already are a furry and you're turned on by animals and you're arguing for it, you're sick. You're free, and, you know, Destiny is obviously also sick and a freak as well. I'm sure he gets down with this cause.
yeah.
Like, he has the exact same opinion. if people are gonna come at me pretending as if there's anything malicious about my perspective on it, I would say that applies more to Destiny than me, because his response is literally just like, yeah, fuck animals, they're less species, rape them, whatever. I could shoot up a room full of
Is
cats. And
that
not...
Hold on. Can we get
Whoa.
clips of this position? I hate to defend Destiny, but is this the case? And why is
Yeah, I have no idea.
why
so
is no one playing these clips at all?
I'm not going to comment. I have no idea.
Really?
With this
feel
Destiny
anything
guy.
about it if I didn't get caught.
You know it's bad when your position is at least I'm not as bad as Destiny.
Like, I know who Destiny
That's
is.
his opinion on it,
but,
so I don't know how much of a
that's
debate
about
we'd
it.
actually have.
Huh. I wonder why Destiny's degenerate communities.
Oh,
Oh
no! It
no!
happened.
Oh no! They're in the same. Oh no! They're in the same room together. Okay, guys, these two. These two got down and dirty in a furry costume. Look at you see the Soylent on the table.
Is that actually
This is
Soylent?
the Soylent Summit. Yeah, that's a Soylent bottle. They have
Oh
both
my
Soylent.
God.
This might actually be the most soy image ever produced. It's up there.
What's that?
defending his takes on zoophilia.
Soy?
The same community that's currently defending Destiny for having potential CP in his possession.
She's 13 years old now.
Oh, dang it! Well, I'm out of here. Goodbye, everyone.
Adam claims that
Dang. It's brutal. I love it.
people are only going after him because he's a furry, not because he's consistently defending this stuff over the years, and gets mad when you connect the dots.
There are people.
No, and there it is. There it is. If that is the case, if he's mad because look, they're just coming, that's the problem we are trying to stop. Like, stop hiding behind the furry fandom and say, well, no, they just don't like me because I'm furry. No, they don't like you because you're fucking animals, you dumbass. Like, you fucking idiot. What a tit.
People that like really want to believe that I'm a bad person, and so this is as close as they get.
You are.
You know, I'm not like taking advantage of people. I'm not like abusing anybody. I'm not like being a massive asshole to people or like stealing money or anything. It's literally
Just because you don't do a bunch of shit doesn't make the one horrendous thing like cool.
Oh, it's like a.
It's the fucking Phil defense. It's the DSP defense. Like, well, there's so many other worse people here. I'm really good by comparison. It's like, yeah, everyone's good when you compare them to fucking, like, hardened criminals. And, well, not everyone, but, like, you can get, like, a moral high ground if you're comparing yourself to, the Chris Hansen contestants. It's just... But that, again, it's a bad, like, you're still bad. It's just, you're not as bad as them. Although, objectively, I'd say this person's worse than most people, but...
Serial killer being like,
your movie sucks.
Little kids too. Those serial killers that did molest them before they killed them.
Dude.
Well, but I didn't eat his.
In fact, I dare to say it, but I would say that Darkseid feels better than your movie sucks. DSP better than YMS, and I hate saying that, but yeah, it's a thing. Zern says you're abusing the animals, or at the very least advocating for their. Yeah, it's the advocation, especially. Like, and if you abuse them, he's in the wood chipper. But like, at the bare minimum, you're advocating for abuse, which is just as bad, if not worse, in my opinion, than the actual like. Because now you're trying to get other people to do it, and my guess is just like with the whole map thing and all that bullshit, is because you want to make yourself feel better because you see the hate you get. And you have probably some sense of moral compass, and even your moral compass says, oh, this might not actually be the best thing. So you try to rationalize, you try to hide behind the furry fandom, and in the end of it, you're still just a piece of shit. Like, oh my God.
Brains? I'm not a cannibal. Come on. Well, I didn't the dead bodies now, did I?
Man,
Like,
necrophilia, another
there's always
bad one.
going to be something worse.
just like, it's literally just, oh, this guy has an opinion on something, and I disagree with that opinion. I'm gonna get very emotional.
How do you not see why people are mad?
You're an idiot. I don't know, buddy.
How are you
I
not
don't
like, yeah, I get
know.
why people are mad about this. You know what I mean? Like,
He's just as clueless as Darkseid Phil.
With this person's opinion, and try to present it in a way where I can connect the dots, and it's no longer just an opinion.
God.
No, this is actual abuse from his words, right?
I think connecting the dots can be very valid sometimes. Using Vosh as an example again, not only has he consistently defended CP and Lolly, but he was also found to have
Jesus.
Lolicon on his computer. And
Whoa.
someone
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa,
Yeah,
buddy.
Vosh
as they
sending
say.
inappropriate messages to a minor. I think it's fair to connect all those things together and claim Vosh
Well,
is
I'm
a
here
pedophile.
again.
I'm not trying to say that Adam's as bad as Vosh, but he's
You know what? I'm so sorry. I fucking shot on this guy at the beginning. Flaked remove that I ever made fun of him at the beginning of this video. What a king! Round
Spoiler
of
alert,
applause.
he
a
did.
pattern of behavior raised offending
Spoiler alert, he did not. So he still got to see it.
deplorable shit, while at the same time pretending like it's a philosophical debate in order to evade criticism. What really ties us all together is Adam's bizarre sexual obsession with Scar, the main villain of
Oh?
Disney's The Lion King. He loves Scar so much that he's commissioned someone to draw his persona caressing the cock of an anthropomorphic Scar. Even weirder are a full set of
What?
drawings he commissioned showing a non-bipedal Scar getting f***ed in the asshole by a dildo. Yes, these exist, and can be found on his not safe for work Twitter account.
Wait!
Here is where we are going to diverge, but I'll let them get the first word.
He's got a not safe for work bestiality
No,
Twitter?
I was really on point with the Scar t-shirt. I just want to point out I had no idea that was going to be the case, and I feel like I deserve some degree of credit for knowing immediately.
You got it, bud. You did it.
Which, by the way, as just a point of clarification here, we are not saying like, oh, and again, this is why we have to be very clear about all this. Like, he is still a terrible ass person. The mentioning of the whole Scar, like, again, Harkness test being what it is. So we'll continue on with that, but just keep that in mind, please. Like, we're still not saying we're not even close to advocating for your movie sucks here. So. Oh, that was a good one. Zeren says you can love a villain without becoming one. Somebody should have told him that. Yep. He is 100% a fucking villain.
This man jerks it to gay lion. It's all even weirder when you
No,
remember how many
it's
times
gay.
Adam has stated that he's only attracted
Gay
to furry.
lion! He's gay! Jerks it to lions!
Oh my god.
If I was a zoophile, I'd straight up say it. I'm borderline stupid
What?
with what I'll admit to. But here's
Well,
a
no,
little something
yes,
to help
you
you out.
know
Just
that.
And here, like, that, I just kind of connected, like, clicked two things in my, like, and this is why they hide in various fandoms, like the furry fandom for this one, or other fandoms for various other, like, lolly because now they're trying to bring in something that I would consider something to argue against. You know, the whole, like, well, Scar is an intelligent, consenting creature and stuff like that. And, you know, Harkness test applies here. But now, you know, and now I'm trying to say that, but at the same time, like, I don't want to fucking defend this guy. I don't want to put, like, any stamp of approval on anything this motherfucker does. And that's where the conflagration comes in of, like, oh, or the, you know, they try to collaborate their, like, the very, very bad sick things with stuff that other people might not get or think is sick. So, like, you know, the feral thing is definitely an issue that, you know, it's more of a 60-40 issue in the furry fandom. It's probably 80-20 elsewhere. Like, but then we have to, like, oh no, like, feral is different from what he's talking about, because, and now by trying to explain it, especially as furries, we lose. And he kind of gains, like, a little bit of armor according to that, which I'm not going to give him. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. If I had my, like, hands being able to use, he'd be getting the big old double fingers. But so, like, and here we have, you know, the other, yeah, and Zern says it's coming down to the feral thing. It's always been shield instead of nuance. And it does come down to nuance. And like I said, some fetishes and some things are more questionable than others. Some things you have to explain more than others. Some things probably, like, you gotta be careful with, or you get, you know, like ring first and the whole diaper thing. And it's like all that. And, you know, you have to make your arguments and things of that nature. But, you know, I always like to call them quads. I just call them quads because, you know, feral does have a connotation to it. Because you think, oh, feral, you think animal. Which I totally, like, understand. Which is why when people have that kind of opinion, they're like, oh, well, no, they're not actually thinking of animals. But this fucker actually thinks of animals when he does it. It's like, well, maybe he is jerking it off to lions, you know? Normally they'd be like, no. He's not doing it to lions. It's anthro lions. It's, you know, anthropomorphized lions, or even just, like, talking magical lions that can consent and withdraw consent, stuff like that. But now, maybe he does. I don't know. And I hate that. I hate this guy. I hate him for putting me in that situation, you know? Where I have to explain it to two Canadian guys, you know?
You're confused. Would bang, would not bang, would bang,
What?
would not
What?
bang.
How does this
What?
excuse work when
Okay,
you're attracted
wait,
to the
Well, and there
you
was
can't.
the whole argument right there.
Oh, just finish it. Just finish it.
Wait, did you read this? Read it in the Ralph voice, please.
Okay, but when are you guys going to draw an anime 4K images of my horse persona getting railed in the ass by Scar from the Lion King?
Now read above. Who is he messaging?
The Shad Man. Right, of course, Shad Man would draw that. That adds up.
Cartoon
Oh, I
lion.
have the feeling
Well,
it's a
you
bad
see,
thing.
he loves Scar for his personality, not because he's a lion.
Like if I fall in love with a character, I'm literally falling in love with a character, like the actual character.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't be attracted to the design of Scar from The Lion King if he didn't have the same voice or mannerisms or anything like that.
Okay.
It's all still there.
Yeah.
So I mean that is an important part, and again, I hate advocating for this guy. I really do. I'm not actually like defending anything about this dude, but this is again part of the reason why I wanted to make sure like this was covered, because here is the nuance, and then of course you got the bad stuff, and there's like Scar's a feral, intelligent, mature animal that can consent and would always be weird. Your pet dog Fido cannot consent. You know, there's your difference. Again, the Harkness test. You know, Scar even like it's even in the like he's talking, he's intelligent. So you know, and again, they're you know, another person for the chipper. Exactly, like they're trying to use that as the shield for the really bad stuff. Like, oh, you know, like it's Scar. I like Scar. You're not gonna, you know, dump on me for liking Scar. And it's like, no, but I'm going to dump on you for advocating to fuck animals. So there you go. There's the difference. Thank you. Have a nice day.
In the same way that it would be for a human being. But it's really difficult for people to like rationalize things that they don't understand.
It does, which is why what you're doing
sounds like
is
something
awful.
you'd hear from a safe, sleazy, nice guy.
We're just too low IQ to understand. Is what I'm getting.
Yep.
Actually into Scar for his personality, I guess. But you see, according to Adam, it's perfectly fine for someone to be sexually attracted to cartoon animals. He even used this thing called the Harkness test to justify it.
Oh, there it
I
is.
know what that is. It's a test ranking how permissible sexual relations are with non-human entities. For context of this next clip, Anissa brought up the female white cat from the Aristocats.
It's like a Marilyn Monroe type voice.
Right.
Oh, is that like a small kitten?
No, it's like a mom cat.
I'm just trying to figure out why it's wrong.
Well, because
It passes the heart.
Wait. Would it be better if it was a kitten and not a cat? What do you mean?
What would he? iDubbbz, please explain. iDubbbz, you want to take a seat, pal? Like he lacks empathy. You know, he lacks morality, I guess. Also, I don't know.
Harkness
Whoa.
test,
yeah,
I think.
What's a Harkness test?
You've never heard of the Harkness test? Okay, so people, now that we are in the age of, like, everybody's just attracted to weird shit that's, like, just all, like, fictional, like, dragons.
That's true, yeah.
So now there's the
What-
debate over, like,
what-
okay, is it ethical to, like,
We're
be
in
attracted
the
to this thing?
age.
So, like, some random person, like, I don't know if their name was Hark or something, but furries and,
Jesus,
like,
you don't
most
even know
other
the
online communities that, like,
origin?
talk about fictional
Fuck
or
you,
whatever
man.
have generally accepted this, where the Harkness test is like, okay, is this creature of adult age for that creature in the fiction? And are they able to communicate with you on?
Why are we having
This is
why are people having
This
this
is
conversation?
wild. This is wild. Like, imagine inviting this person to your house and having this conversation with them, and then after having this conversation with them, still.
Right. Admittedly, this is where we lose a lot of the audience for this. Like, everyone's like, I was on page with the Draconic Saberwolf until you had to bring up the Harkness test. Now I know it. Like, but it is true. Like, you know, and again, there's the Overton window. There's various, like, you know, there's the Zeitgeist of Society, and a lot of I get it. I get it, which is why I don't talk to normies about this kind of shit, because I don't really give a fuck enough to, like, have them understand. Like, they're gonna figure out what they're gonna figure out. Like, if there's something wrong, I'd say it. And like, and the Harkness test, again, it's a very good indicator for life, because, you know, it's for fictional creatures and real. Do they have the intellect to understand and consent, as well as withdraw consent? Do they have the ability to communicate consent and the extraction of consent? And are they the sexual maturity of the species? Now, again, this is for, like, aliens and shit, so, you know, it's crazy. But if you apply it to real life, that is basically the protection of children, animals, and things like that. So You know, that's like I said, this is where we're going to diverge a bit. This is where we are going to disagree. But I don't blame them. I really don't. I don't fault them for thinking this way, especially after what they've heard on the other one. I would like to explain a little more. Like I would like to try, but you know, people think the way people think, and some people think better. So I mean, if it wasn't for thought process like that, we wouldn't have had the satanic panic of the 80s. We wouldn't have had the some of the other major revolutions of culture and stuff like that we've had. So it just comes with the territory. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page, that we all fucking hate this guy and wish he would go into the wood chipper. I'm talking about your movie sucks, not iDubbbz. I think he's just kind of a standard piece of shit.
Still being friendly with them and supporting them, and not immediately recognizing this person is a freak.
We have no idea. Is there something even crazier in the next 2 minutes?
A level in that is,
oh my god,
equivalent to like English or whatever, right? And like
told you it's gonna be a long one.
It's like, right, this is okay, this is not okay, and it's generally accepted. So
Imagine looking at a dragon and being like, let me just make sure I can jack off to this.
What the fuck's wrong with that, Worski? Whoa, hey man, it's a part half dragon myself. I take offense to that. What are you doing? What, dragons are awesome and very pretty. Like I don't know what he's doing here. I'm against the Kino Casino. Damn it, we were so good. 2 hours in, and we're like, yeah, okay, like we're vibing. And then he goes up against dragons. I'm like, oh well, now we're gonna have a fucking issue. Now I'm gonna have to bring you to the streets, and we're gonna have to duke it out over dragons. I'm just kidding. I don't like, but like and dragons are why the hardness test does exist in the first place, and most people don't get it. And again, I don't really fault them for it. Like, most people do not get sexually aroused by dragons, but some do. It's just the way of the world. Let people have what they have. But again, we all have to draw a line in the sand. So I will fight you on the dragon. No, just kidding.
What were they thinking?
What do you mean?
Oh, except for Scorched Lagoon. The Zern's 100%. Scorched Lagoon is unfuckable. Nope, just can't do it. But Draco from Dragonheart. I'm just saying.
What were they thinking, buddy?
What are you talking about?
Whoa!
Once you go dragon, you'll go for that flagon. I tried. I couldn't make it work, but whatever.
Oh, buddy!
No, that's fair.
Kind of funny.
Yes. It's valid to fuck any animal if you deem it intelligent enough. I couldn't expect a better take from the guy who dresses up as a horse in a skirt, the degenerate OnlyFans model with tattoos on every inch of her body, and her cuck husband. His hardcore fans are well aware of his attraction to Scar, and have turned it into a community meme.
How is that a meme? How is this a meme? Bro, I guess you get away with anything, I guess, in these communities. It's crazy.
It got so parasocial that these fans raised $1,000 to get Adam a life-size Scar.
Stop it.
What?
Stop. There's no way.
Furries, come on, man. Come on. Really? Stop it. Like, why are we doing this, man? What are we doing here? Are we cooked? No, we're not cooked. But like, still, like, a GoFundMe for a Scar plush? Guys, come on. We're going to have to dial it back just a little bit here. You're making us all look bad.
What the fuck?
So says the cartoon wolf dragon on the internet. Like, fucking saber wolf dragon on the internet.
It's rare that I'm left pretty much speechless. But I really am by that. Like, who are these people who threw $25, $5, $10, $25? There's 41 people there, 41 donations, who each chipped in to raise the $1,000 so that this guy can a life-size plush of Scar from The Lion King. And this has left a scar on my psyche that may never go away.
Sorry, PvP.
This is like, I didn't really think that my faith in humans could go any lower. But it did. I knew these people are out here, but like, it's crazy. Giving him money to a doll of Scar?
Somehow, this isn't the worst thing in the video yet.
Wow.
Gelato. You going to
which
bring
he
your own
received in the
opinion?
mail only.
Oh, actually, Zern brings up a good point. I did forget this, so thank you for bringing it up. That's one kind of flew by me, but Zern says, no, an individual is not the arbiter of intelligence. The intelligence of maturity must be undoubtable. And that is a good like point from the Harkness, because I mean, like, who's to say? Like, don't know. It has to be beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's like a murder trial. Like, it's not. We're not talking preponderance of the evidence here. It's got to be without question that they have the intelligence and the capability to consent and withdraw consent, and be of the sexual maturity for their species. You know, like that is unequivocal.
No, Ash.
No. No.
Did he
That
fucking
poor
film
dog.
it?
Buddy, like,
fucking
this is
film
like
it?
Toy Story. Surely not.
Please
Toys are gonna take their revenge on you, you sick f***.
no.
A month ago.
That's a bit
Tail?
wild, but okay.
A month ago. This is recent.
Oh no.
Not very long.
That
It's
is-
a very short. It's a very short tail.
I
And
agree.
since people are undoubtedly making conspiracy theories, there's no hole in the back. Okay.
It would be in the front, duh, to put
There's
the
no
bad
hole in the
dragon
front.
toy in.
There's no holes anywhere.
Oh my.
So yeah, this.
Yeah.
this
See, that's the first thought, though, is whether there are holes to f it or not. But then we're not supposed to be worried that you feel like it should be legal to have sex with animals. Okay.
This is
Mhm.
crazy.
Just fans joking about this, but I'm laughing
But
at
by
him,
the way,
not with.
like, he tried to say that he would only be attracted if it had Scar's voice. Like, that animal doesn't have Scar's voice,
Yeah.
or that plush or whatever. I don't know. This is ridiculous.
Him.
Let me tell you a little story about plushies. No, I'm kidding. No, they couldn't. They couldn't handle. They're way too normy for that. But like, seriously, it's fun. We have fun. All right, let's go.
I'm not going to definitively say that Adam wants to f real animals, but I can't exactly fault someone for thinking that. All of this stuff put together paints a really disturbing picture, but not enough people seem to really know about this stuff, so I wanted to talk about it. I used to be a fan of this guy, and I still think it's fine to watch his videos, but for me at least,
don't.
I'm not going to be able to look at them the same way again. Like when watching his
But he's still gonna watch the reviews, Rob. What?
Why are you gonna watch
There's a
the
lot-
reviews?
There's a lot of YouTubers out there.
What is it, buddy? There's a lot of people that can review movies, man. You don't have to do this. You don't have to watch this guy, man. What are you talking about? Rob, bro,
Rob,
come
buddy,
on.
come on.
Rob, buddy, come on.
Lion King
Oh,
videos,
man.
there will always be a voice at the back of my mind, telling me that he likes
Listen,
the movie not just
It's
because
not like this motherfucker's Roman Polanski or something. You know, who's actually made like masterpieces, and you.
Hey guys, we did it! Holy crap! 2 hours of commentary and stuff like that. Like I said, I wanted to do this one, and we finally got around to it, even though it took, holy shit, a long time. But yeah, that, like I said, you know, we need, as a furry, I know, shock, like, if you hadn't noticed by now, I am a furry, like, oh, you know, but it's you know, we do have to watch for creatures such as Your Movie Sucks, and then of course this is, I want to showcase and highlight what kind of damage this does to, you know, and it's cast just a bad light. And again, we're not even talking about just him going the wood chipper, which he should, but like now, you know, these two guys think that you know, this is a normal thing for furries. So we have to be better at the self-regulation and stuff like that. If we're going, especially if we're becoming more mainstream, which we are, you know, the furry fandom is becoming more mainstream. It has been for a while. It probably will continue to be. So it's all the more important that people like Your Movie Sucks does not use the furry fandom as the shield for that kind of bullshit. We have to do it. We have to be, you know, and I think we can all agree that fucking, you know, that, you know, bestiality is bad, pedophilia. And if you don't, well, again, you can go in the wood chipper with, you know, Your Movie Sucks. So that's why I wanted to make a movie like that. I'm not going to risk Mr. Ed just to find out. Alan Lane, Mr. Ed's voice actor, is one all over playing the prank. Mr. Ed needs to be real, and the whole fucking town has to know he can verbally consent and understand what he's consenting to. Oh yeah, for the Harkness, yeah, it's got to be definitive, you know, and all, or almost all furries believe that as well. So, you know, and that's, you know, and most of the times it is just, you know, just harmless fun with the fandom. But then you get these guys, they come in, they slither in, and they just ruin it. They ruin it for everyone. You know, I'm fine with not with being ignored by the general population. I'm fine with normies thinking, "Wow, we're kind of fucking weird. That's kind of like degen behavior. Why would they do such a thing?" I'm fine with that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what they think. But when it comes to serious shit like this, we have to stand together at least on that. We do. You know, we at least have to acknowledge, like, no, this is the line. We all agree this is the line, and we do not tolerate anyone from the other side crossing over that line. We just have to. And if we don't do that, then we are deserving of that kind of stuff. You know, even though, as I've said before, they are unfortunately Canadian. So, you know, there's all that as well. Okay, that was like I had to do it at the end. I had to do it. But in any case, like, I hope you enjoyed. If you made it to the end, good for you. Good, you, like, that's a trooper, man. You know, thank you for that. I know it's over 2 hours long, so thank you so much for that. And if you like what you heard, please like and subscribe. You know, I'd be very much appreciative of that. And I'll hopefully not see you in the next one, that we don't ever have to cover this topic again, but you never know, and unfortunately it'll probably happen again. So see you all later. Have a great rest of your night, and peace out. Bye.